everyone, welcome back to Virtue Gaming Live. I am number 2 Ginger, joined by my very good friend Hawkster tonight, my color caster. We are here for VG Unity versus When in Rome, week 4 of Aegis Defenders League. Both teams looking to make a splash and get back into the standings, as these are currently the bottom 2 teams in the Ionia division. Hawkster, how you doing?
Doing great. How about you, Ginger?
I am pretty excited to see some action. I think both teams are kind of down bad right now, so they kind of want to not be down bad anymore. But going into this draft, you know, relatively new patch, a lot of new picks coming out. Is there anything you want to see or anything you're excited for?
You know, honestly, love to see Bard support. You know, can't say I'm biased at all for seeing Bard support, but you know, big top lane change, big item change. Can't really say I know much about that myself, seeing that I play support, but you know, I'm looking forward to see how the new meta shapes up and what sort of picks we'll be getting out of these two teams.
Yeah, so am I. Bans coming out from both teams looks very focused towards comfort picks rather than actual meta bans. So interesting to see. Unity is going to be first picking Gwen here on blue side. Very powerful flex pick right now. So that can go either top or jungle, obviously. And kind of just wins in both roles in most matchups. So pretty disgusting champion. Pretty nice pick for Unity, as When in Rome is hovering the Zeri.
Yeah, looking forward to see if they're picking out bot side here. Zeri, I mean, that champion, you know, get 3-4 items, just absolutely steamrolls your game. So, looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, and the Janna?
Smite Janna top? Smite Janna top? They didn't nerf that, I swear.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely kind of a flex pick, right? You can put that support if, like, Unity wants to pick, like, an engage. But at the same time, like, you always have the threat of flexing it top, and I mean, it still works. Like, I don't think it was really like destroyed. She just kind of farmed, gets less gold.
Yeah, I mean, they really killed it, you know, like actually getting gold, so you just can't farm your top lane whatsoever. They'll give you like 2-3 gold a minion, but I mean, the playstyle is still there. You just have to sack so much more CS top lane.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what When in Rome actually does with that, because they do have the R5 pick, so they could like hide that for a very long time. Like, Thresh Vigar coming out from Unity here, so very AP heavy already. Vigar and Gwen is so much AP damage, and Thresh is just a really safe bot lane pick. You can take Janna into Thresh, right? That sounds alright.
Yeah, you just, you know, have to hit hooks on a 500 movement speed support, so that's a blast. So, question, could that Vigar be flexed ADC on Unity? Is that something they have in their bag of tricks?
Honestly, I've never seen it before, but granted, I don't really pay much attention to those scrims. I think it'd be super interesting, but I also think Vigar is like at the point where if you have a really like comfortable mid who's good at Vigar, like he's blindable.
Right.
And it sounds pretty decent to Zeri, right? Because you get it like around Zeri, she actually just can't dash out of it, and that's like a good opportunity to cage her up. So maybe that's the thinking of just like a way to lock down Zeri. When in Rome takes Echo on their R3 pick here, so that might be their answer to Vigar. Vigar has a really bad time dealing with Echo, who just kind of permanently jumps on top of him and does a lot of damage. That could also be jungle as well, so that's another flex pick from When in Rome. So the draft is pretty dynamic for both teams.
Yeah, When in Rome technically has 3 different flexes. Take the Zeri mid, take the Echo mid, you know?
I didn't even think about the Zeri flex pick. You're right. This is actually crazy.
Take the Janna mid for all I care. That would be pretty lit.
Yeah, I'm curious, like, how Unity actually wants to play this draft, because theoretically they don't know where any of these champions are going, and they're so AP heavy they really need to draft some AD champions. Unity is pretty convinced though that Echo is not going mid because they're banning Anivia, whereas When in Rome just is targeting the jungler Zohair from Unity, taking out some strong AD power picks. The Rek'Sai ban I think is a little interesting. I'm pretty sure Janna just like absolutely destroys Rek'Sai in every form, but and Zeri probably too, so that's fine. But yeah, Unity's just taking out Anivia and Victor, so they're very convinced that Echo is jungle.
I mean, also with the possibility that Zeri might be going mid, so, you know, I guess they're less afraid of the Echo. I haven't seen Echo jungle in a while. I wonder what the viability on it still is. I mean, you see it in solo queue every once in a while, but I haven't seen it in a 5 setting.
I mean, it still like scales like really hard and does so much one-shot late game damage. It just like, it isn't as good as like picking Diana if you're just picking a full clear jungler, right?
Right.
So like, I don't really know what the point is of picking it over something like Diana, unless you're like really convinced that you have a really good Echo player. But When in Rome is locking in Singe, so we're just going full for fun this game, it seems.
Wow. That is, I just don't even know about that comp. That is just so weird. I mean, at least we know the Janna is going support, unless it's, you know, a wacky Singe support, but, you know, that would be pretty...
My question is, like, how does Unity actually lock down any of the members of One in Rome?
I guess you'd have to try to get them all in the cage. You know, wait for them to group, put them in the cage, and then fire away then.
Yeah, I mean, Vigar is actually looking pretty good here. That, like, all these champions need to lock down, so Vigar is probably, like, the best champion at doing that. Unity puts in Irelia too, which is a great answer to Singed if it's Singe top. Singe really just struggles against Irelia because Singe's weakest time is like levels 1 and 2. And Irelia can one-shot you at level 1. So that's a pretty good pick in my opinion. Viego as well, so you have like the AD you're missing. And that should confirm it's Vigar bot then? Irelia mid, Gwen top?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've been seeing Vigar ADC, the prevalence come out so much more. I mean, it just... in lane, it's pretty safe, and it, you know, it allows you just to scale and allows your support to roam a bit. So, I think it's a really great pickup by Unity, personally.
Yeah,
you know, picking it in the first 3, you know, just allows for that flex as well. You can take either mid or some, you know, ADC, even support. But you know, we did see the Thresh, so I think it's a great pickup by them.
Yeah, maybe the idea is just that like Zeri is a full farming and scaling lane, so they just pick something that does the exact same thing, right? And arguably can just do it better because you know Vigar just one shots people. So I could see that being the logic. I personally wouldn't think about doing that early, especially when you already first pick Gwen, who kind of wants the solo AP usually. But it might be able to, it might work out pretty nice.
Yeah. I mean, double scaling champ with the Gwen and the Vigar, so that's your AP threat both scaling into late game, which is interesting. But I mean, if they get there, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
a lot of damage, big damage, huge.
I mean, for One in Rome, they rounded out their comp with Yone, so it's looking like Zeri Janna bot, Echo jungle Singe top and Yone mid. I mean, Singed probably can run over Gwen for a while and do whatever he wants, because Gwen can't really ever get on top of him. Irelia beats Yone, and bot lane is just scaling. And jungle matchup is both champions like want to play for counter ganks, right? They don't want to actually like do anything proactive. Like Echo can, but he's not great at it, and neither is Viego. So I feel like both teams are just kind of like waiting for the other team to make a mistake.
Right. But I think that Singe can really be an X Factor champion. If you can get him on the map, I don't know what the current Singe is, but you take Predator on him, you know, send him bot lane. I feel like it can really just, you know, spice this game up a little bit. Such a crazy pick. I mean, I just haven't seen Singe in a competitive setting in such a long time, so I can't wait to see like what actually comes out of this Singe. I think it's either gonna be Feast or it's gonna be Famine. So
yeah, I mean, he could like proxy for free kind of this whole game, and he could maybe just like help out his Yone mid, because Irelia is so vulnerable to ganks since she's probably gonna be playing so aggro. Like Singe can proxy and just run straight mid and kind of like screw Irelia up, and like if Echo's there as well, it just can become really hard for Margarine in the mid lane, having all this pressure that maybe his team's not able to match.
Right.
But yeah, so if we're gonna have to see what actually plays out in game. Unfortunately, we are gonna have to wait for the spectator delay as usual. So me and Oxer will be right back. We'll take a quick break, grab some drinks. We are in game 1 of a best of 3 series from VG Unity versus One in Rome. Don't go anywhere.
Join the madness when the curtain falls. Risk it all, hold nothing back. Seize the day, we must attack. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding. Only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies. The champions of the world that we defy. A solar ray of the few who rise up high. And we all fight at the Can we bring to fall the giants? 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 We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies. The champions of the world that we defy. A solar ray of the few who rise up high. And we all fight at the last light.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone into game 1 of the night, VG Uni versus When in Rome. I am number 2 Ginger, your play-by-play and producer for the night, joined by the legendary Hawkster, Hockey Hawkman himself. We're here, ready for these games. Hawk, are you ready for these games?
Oh man, I woke up this morning and I was like, I cannot wait to see this match between VG Unity and other team. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. Looking for a top lane invade from, starting it off fresh with VG Unity. This is an interesting move by them.
Oh, Ichirat's going to go first here, and F369 is maybe stepping up. He actually spotted them out, I think, Pings are coming out. What a Smurf step up there from F369 to maybe save first blood since he had no flash.
Yeah, what a move. I mean, I guess they're trying to punish that Singe for not having flash. You know, pretty smart play by VG Unity. Fortunately, not getting anything out of it. Just kind of walking around like a, with their heads cut off now. But
Yeah, they get a deep ward in the top side, and it looks like in the bot side on Unity's red buff, one in Rome is able to trade a ward. So not too much really gained from either side. Just kind of know where everyone starts. But I think one in Rome is happy with that. I feel like I think both. Which team do you think got scales?
yeah, I was about to ask you that too, Ginger, because like there's a lot of skilling components out of both teams. So man, it's tough. I mean, you have the Zeri, but the Vigar Gwen, I feel like Vigar always is gonna outscale. No matter what team has the Vigar, will always outscale. So I'm gonna have to go with VG Unity here, but just very slightly, very slightly.
Yeah, I think my question is more like in the late game, like 3-4 items, like who actually can shut down Zeri? Because like there's a good chance that Vigar Cage just can't even reach Zeri, right? And
Right.
like, what other CC do you have besides hitting like a Miracle Thresh Hook?
Yeah, I mean, like Thresh would either have to pop off, or I mean, you get Aurelia back there. It's just, yeah. I think if you let this Zeri get to late game and you don't have some sort of flank or some sort of move onto her, she's just gonna start firing through your team.
Yeah, Ichirat taking Glacial Augment on the Thresh, so he's gonna be doing some nice slows to that Janna on Zella Rocks, who also has Glacial Augment. Do you feel like both the champions should be taking Glacial here, or do you think maybe someone should have taken something more aggressive?
I mean, I think Glacial or the Thresh totally finds this matchup. Out of the Janna, I think you can take something a little bit more poke oriented. Especially into like something like a Vigar bot lane, compared to a normal ADC. So Glacial out of her, I think, is a little bit defensive, but to each their own, right? Whatever makes them happy. Tower shot taken top lane by the Singed.
369 getting a bit cocky here, not really caring as well. Terry's going aggressive. Ghost already popped from Terry here, going aggressive onto 369, still holding his own. Ghost just walks out of that one, so no problem there. Ichirat now getting jumped on here. Nice flash play, but it does not matter. The E is unstoppable from my back is sword. That's first blood going over to I have OBCD on one in Rome.
That was a great flank by the Echo. 3 camp into bot. What do? You go red, blue, Gromp into bot? Oh.
Ichirat looking maybe aggressive on I have OBCD, but he's only level 2 here and taking a lot of damage. Arch and Ichirat here. Arch TP'd in, so he's able to get right back to the fight. But no play was able to be made there as I have OBCD was able to get out. And while Terry not having a great time on the top lane now either.
Yeah, well, I mean, Singe back and TP back in, so they're going to have that advantage. Gwen will probably reset and do the same.
Yeah, I mean, if you're... Cage might be able to some action here. Going forward now from OBCD, looking for the play on Ichirat. There comes the Glacial, so much slower. Remember, Ichirat has no flash. He's going to be able to go down. 1 HP, one more auto is going to take it down. Zellerock's now getting a kill. That's already 2 kills in the bot lane for one in Rome.
Wow, that is stepping up right there, especially into the Glacial and having no flash is an interesting move by Ichirat. But, if he's able to hit a hook or hit a flay, I don't even think Vigar has enough damage at this point to, burst through one of these champions. I think it could really just be a farm lane, but I guess with that early jungle pressure from the Echoes, just making this the priority bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, you're picking the Vigar to, like, farm it out early. Again, coming out mid lane here, though, as Riot Rebellion is on the wrong side of the map here with that soul he bumped out. Getting the knock up into the flash is going to be able to survive that one. I feel like VG should have gotten a kill there, but well played from Riot Rebellion to get out of that one.
Here comes Singe for the classic proxy move.
Give us some analysis on the proxy, Mr. Colorcoster.
Oh, I mean, like, think of it like this. You got a couple towers top lane, you run past that first tower, and you just start killing the minions. Like, look at this. What a maneuver. You're top, your jungle, they don't even know what to do. He's just gonna kill them.
It's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster for VG Unity at this point.
Okay, we burn flash for that, I swear. A little bit out of auto attack range too, especially on that flash, but
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort out of Margarine.
If he had Ignite, like, maybe he goes for the flash Ignite, but, like, I don't know what ability he was trying to actually hit with that flash.
At least he's trying to auto attack, like, across the screen.
I really can do that, you're right.
Yeah. range champion, I swear.
Yeah, but like I mean, back to this bot lane, like the one downside of like having Vigar is like you don't have the DPS, right? You have to take short burst trades, and Thresh kept looking for like these longer, like more DPS heavy trades, and it's always gonna favor the Zeri Janna. Like even though Zeri's weaker, like she still has more DPS than Vigar, so I feel like it's just like a bit not thinking about what you actually want to play for.
Yeah, well, the brilliance of this matchup is sort of allowing the Thresh to get onto the map. I mean, especially with having a Vigar bot lane, you're pretty safe, especially into like a Zeri Janna lane. So playing through this bot lane, trying to take these extended fights is not what VG Unity wants to do. They want to take this Thresh, try to punish that proxy, punish mid lane. I think there's a lot of opportunities for this Thresh to get onto the map, but taking 2v2 bot lane fights is never going to be beneficial for you on the side of VG Unity.
Yeah, I mean, one of the upsides for VG Unity right now is that Irelia is full build and clearly having a very good time. So mid lane will be like pretty dominated for a while, as you can see. Like he's already like probably half level up on Y Rebellion, and Wild Terry will still scale. And I feel like any team with Viego on it can like win any fight just with resets. So like although the early game's like looking a bit bleak, they're not out of it yet.
The beauty of these games is that it's just so coin flip that you can go behind 5k gold and before you know it, with Viego on your team, you've won the game. Get a 5-man pentakill reset.
Oh, here comes the aggression here from Y Rebellion onto Margarine. It's gonna be stunned up. A lot of damage coming through. My Bacchusor is here, but Zohair is here first. Margarine's gonna go down. A nice play from my Bacchusor to pick that up as Wild Terry gets a solo kill up in the top lane at F369 at this whole time that was happening. So VG Unity striking back a bit here. Zohair's on 1v1 with my Bacchusor in the mid lane. Nothing aggressive gonna go down there. And bit of a nice skirmish there in the mid lane.
5 kills already coming out into a 7-minute game. This is pretty crazy. There's a lot of action coming out from two teams that you'd think would want to scale into the late game.
Yeah, I mean, I think buyback is specifically is like forcing a lot of early plays, and Zohair was like really good at jungle tracking there to make sure he was in that mid lane.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a better trade for VG Unity. Getting that early kill into the Viego, but I don't know. There's a lot to follow here. I just feel like the game is, both teams are going for a lot of plays that, maybe not that they shouldn't. It's just
Y Rebellion getting pretty chunked here. Actually, as Margarin's gonna go aggressive. Naka comes through. Might go for the dive here. Is gonna find it. Can he get out? Gets the triumph healing. One more tower shot will do it, and he survives. But guess who's here? It's F369 on the Singed. Gonna get the flip dunk kill. 1-2 on the Singed.
Well, what a great rotation from the Singed right there, to able to pick up that kill. Margarine, great play, out of the Irelia, because that champion takes a lot of skill, I swear. But, Singed coming down for that rotation, trading it back 1-for-1, sort of keeps this mid lane, a little bit even. Still, the kill does go over to VG Unity.
That's some stacks right there. Oh, I mean, yeah, like, this is what you need out of the bot lane right now that we're seeing from VG Unity. You just play close to your tower, you hold the wave properly, and you just poke. You give Vigar free stacks every time he, hits a Q or a W on OBCD or Zelarox. So, glad to see things have stabilized for Unity in the bot lane, at least, even though Dragon did go over. 2 when in Rome.
Right. Well, I mean, now that this Vigar's level 6, you do have that burst potential.
All in coming in top side as the Needlework is dropped out from Wild Terry. Gonna look for the last one. Misses it. Stun gonna come through from Zohair. Is gonna land that one. Makes up for his top laner's weakness. And that is the Heartbreaker coming through to take out F369 as he takes Singed for himself. Another kill for VG Unity. As now OBCD is going for the all-in. Lantern comes out. Is that enough to make him survive? 1 HP. Nice hook comes out. Flay away. Maybe Flay in. It would have been a kill onto to take another tower shot. But Ichirat's now in a lone survival state as OBCD gets a plate for himself after a great solo play.
I mean, honestly, Flay away, you don't have enough damage to kill anyway. I mean, maybe you could have burned Zeri's flash, but, besides that, with, Janna's shield coming out, it probably wouldn't have been a kill either way, but,
Oh, Ichirat looking for the hook. As we say that, he's going to flash away instantly. Ichirat going solo. This might have been a mistake. Takes him down so fast. I have OBCD with the bait of the Sentry. His Arch just did not have the damage to follow up, and the cage was already flashed. OBCD and Zelarox are making a mess out of this bot lane.
I mean, getting this Zeri ahead early, getting her onto these spikes, I mean, she's already backing, I think, for Triforce right now, so...
There's no way. Wait, does she already have Triforce? She does.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a problem. As T1 would say, that is a problem. I'm a threat. So, you know, I mean, giving these early kills to the Zeri may, you know, get her, I'm thinking of the word, expedited? Getting her expedited to getting those extra, you know, late game scaling items.
Yeah, Zoe is getting some expedited shipping in her items. The shopkeeper.
Zoe?
Sorry,
yeah.
Zeri. So I'm a big Zoe fan. All I want is Zoe to win games. I'm also absolutely exhausted. If you can't tell by my less than enthusiastic voice than usual. But regardless, big VG Unity fan as well, as it looks like Wild Terry is in this top side. OBCD getting dived. Nice stun coming out from Arch. Remember, no subs, so he's going to have to go forward. Zohair is looking for the stun. Is going to land. A Heartbreaker might come out here, but no, it's the ultimate from Arch, picking up the kill onto OBCD, shutting down that Zeri, who unfortunately did not have a shutdown in herself. Terry getting now all in from F369. This might be a fight coming out. Needlework hasn't come out yet from Terry. Not going to take the fight. Conqueror was procced in this meantime. My back is sore is actually taking Herald in the top side, so that should be going over to When in Rome. Zohair might look for a play in the mid lane, is not, as everyone rotates up to that. Herald and Shelly is gonna go over.
I mean, 2 plays coming out of the Vigar bot lane too, which is pretty great for him. Also, with that R right there, great kill. But the best thing about Vigar R is you get the extra spice damage, you know, you get the extra AP damage because you stack, you know, an ability. So that's why you should always spam Vigar up. Whenever it's up, always use Vigar R because you always get the 1 AP damage because you'll never miss it. So, you know, just a helpful tip for those trying to climb on Vigar.
Pro tip from our Bard one trick, everyone. Make sure to write that one down. Very, very knowledgeable in every lane. Anyway, first item spikes coming through for a lot of champions here. Arch and Margarine both getting that Blade of the Rune King and Everfrost respectively. Zohair picking up his Divine Sunderer, whereas on the side of When in Rome, F369 decided to go for Demonic Embrace first, as we have an all-in top side. Needlework going to come out from Terry, but he's so low, misses the first and second proc of that, so he's going to back off in shame, be a bit embarrassed about that one. Going to throw out the third one, misses the third one as well. Terry's going to back off. He is going to survive. F369 did not take the fight, so he is chilling for now. No one saw that. Do not worry.
I mean, at least he didn't miss the 4th set, so, I mean, I think that's what matters in those tier.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. Dragon is spawning here, and it looks like Unity is going to hover down and start that one up. But my back is sore is here. Looking for a play in the bot lane. Ichirat's going to run right into him here. Stun might come through from Arch to back them off, and he is. That's the power of Vigar. You cannot run through that cage. My back is sore. So tanky from that Janna shield. Now Margarine is here. Flashes in from Zoe to get the stun. Ulti in from Margarine as well. But no follow-up damage is there from the Flay, as there's no more CC, and that is all of When in Rome getting out. Stopping the Dragon. Going to be restarted from Unity here, as in the top lane we have a Giga Proxy going on from 369.
I mean, with Thresh being low here, you got to ask yourself, is it going to be contested? But it looks like they're just going to give up the Dragon to VG Unity.
I have an answer for you. No.
The answer is no.
Yeah, I mean, nice play from Unity there to scare the Dragon. Big all-in coming in from Y Rebellion, though, as the entire team of Unity is hovering, and Arch gets more stacks on that Santa Vigar. Ho, ho, ho.
Wow. I mean, great. You know, Yona probably shouldn't have tried to go back in right there, but, you know, I love the effort. I love the effort coming out of him with that R. It's just, you know, VG Unity was hovering that mid lane, so they were able just to give Vigar those free stacks off that R.
Shelly dropped bot lane here, though. My back is sort of getting a bit aggressive. Direct camera decides top lane's more important. Now we're back to bot lane. Huge hook coming out from Ichirat, though. That's going to be the ultimate back in time from My Back is Sore. Can he actually manage his way out of this one? Zohair, Ichirat takes the kill like the greedy support he is. That meantime, Shelly did take that bot tower, so that's first tower gold going over to My Back is Sore, and I have OBCD, so even more gold on the Zeri. Even though Unity picked up some extra kills there, they are a little bit down in the gold department.
Right. I mean, what's great about once Vigo hits the Everthrust spike bot lane too, is they just have so much more CC coming on this bot lane. So if they are able to catch Zeri with, you know, with a Q from Thresh, there should be enough lockdown to lock them into a kill until Zeri gets a couple more of these tank ADC items.
Zeri is going for the rune on second, it looks like, with that Zeal. Is that still a thing, or is it Titanic?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea, but I'll pretend like I do and say that, you know, Runans is definitely the cool new meta coming out of the ADCs on Zeri, so that's my hot take from a Bard support player.
All right, thank you very much, my knowledgeable color caster. I appreciate your input, and I think the fans at home will as well. As Margarine looking to be aggressive, but decided, nope, not cool enough to go for the dive. Unfortunate, we did not get to see any Irelia gameplay, as Zohair's going to take the blast point over to F369, who is currently trying to proxy in a 1v2 situation, and honestly, it might work considering they have no CC on the side of VG Unity, and this is what we were talking about pregame. You kind of just can't stop this guy. He does whatever he wants. He's going back in on Zohair. He honestly might have enough damage to do it. Zohair has the Heartbreaker available. He's going to get the stun out. Red Smite did come out as well. Zohair's going down so low. Arch is now here, though, to try to finish off after 369. Finishes, misses the Aerofrost, but the cage keeps him locked in place and presses his funny R button, and that means a dead 369. He could not 1v4.
I mean, Arch is getting some Vigar kills and some Vigar stacks, so he's getting expedited a little bit faster as well, so... I mean, Zeri did get her Triforce early, but this Vigar is starting to get pretty big and pretty fast.
You're definitely looking for the word accelerated, right?
Yeah, we can say that, you know? I mean, for my...
Expedited is just so funny, man.
For my advanced casting knowledge, you know, usually, you know, when you're a little bit higher in casting, you use the word expedited, so I understand why you might not understand.
Yeah, my bad. Everfrost coming down to OBCD, but Ichirat was not able to throw out a hook there. Quick stack check on Arch says he's at 150 at 17 minutes. Little bit below pace, but doing pretty decent, honestly, for the hand he was given.
Yeah, I mean, especially coming out of that bot lane, you know, where, you know, they came out 3 kills ahead. I mean, I think the VG Unity's bot lane is starting to pick back up. Ichirat is hitting some of these nice Qs, so, I think there's a lot of potential in this mid game just to CC chain either this Zeri or this Janna, and it's just a lot of free kills. Ichirat can hit a couple of crazy, wacky Qs in this mid lane.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be pretty disgusting from this bot lane getting so scaled up. Curious what Arch is actually going second here with the ends of inventory. I really hope it's not Zanya's.
Cosmic Drive?
I think that's worse.
I think it is too. I'm just trying to think what items that build.
Yeah.
That's high level color casting right there. You kind of just need to know. You gotta get into the head of the players.
I mean, I guess the idea is that like he just wants his cage up as much as physically possible. But like I'm also pretty sure it's just better to go Rabadons in a full tank and you just can't die anyway.
Pretty sure it's Rabadons almost always.
Yeah, so we'll have to see if that actually like ends up being a big factor in later in the game, or maybe they get more stuns out of it because of it. Waltair going aggressive on the 369 here. Not going to drop the needle work. There it is. Misses one. Hits the second one there. Is he going to land the third? 369 doing so much damage up there. Is the final snip coming out from Terry. A solo kill up in the top lane.
That top tower is almost down too for VG Unity. Singe may have tried to bait Gwen in to try to get the minions to kill that tower. I think it's at like 20 HP, so...
Yeah, I mean, a nice play by Terry there. Really showing the power of Gwen. Had that Riftmaker completed, and he just stuck right on top of 369 with that Ghost, so there was no real way for 369 to get out, even with, you know, what felt like an even item advantage. So showing the power of Gwen and why she was first picked. But Riftchild being started up from the side of One in Rome as Margarine takes the bottom tower, and Dragon is also secured for VG Unity. So it feels like the game tempo has definitely shifted in Unity's favor.
Yeah, they're looking a lot better. If they can sort of keep this rolling, they're going to be ahead. Already up about 2,500 gold on other team, which I always keep saying the name of. But
Margarine going aggressive, going to drop the Vanguard's edge. Not going to find any more damage. Is able to Q in now, but a huge shield coming out. Why Rebellion there from his W plus his Blade of the Ruin King. Margarine still looking to go aggressive. Going to get the last dash. Dodge that last shield actually over. Really good champion, I think, is going to solo dive the 0-5 Yone at this point in the game. Really kind of down bad. Oh, OBCD though. Looking for a play. Is he strong enough yet? I don't know. Stun comes through and it's going to stop him in his tracks.
I mean, you'd think coming out of this area, getting that Triforce so quickly, she's still only sitting on Triforce and Zeal right now, so I mean, definitely got slowed down on pace, so not as strong as she was in this early game.
Well, she just got the full rune-ons now, so maybe she'll start looking a bit better, but it's not going to matter if her team dies instantly.
Yeah, VG Unity is looking pretty strong right now. I mean, when your solo laners on your team are 1-5 and 0-5, it gets a little bit tough to carry the game through bot lane.
That's true. They do have a 1-10 combined side lane or top side here. I guess that like all Unity has to do is like send Irelia bot and Gwen top, and there's really no way for One in Rome to ever answer the 1-3-1, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think so. As long as it's played right from VG Unity, they're in such a strong spot right here.
Yeah, we have the Infernal Dragon this game for the Soul. So VG Unity already with 2 dragons. Third one coming up in 3 minutes. Has a good chance to get a Soul here this game as well before 30 minutes. It's going to be pretty hard for one in Rome to actually contest anything since, you know, as we said, they're both kind of scaling comps. And they both want to scale. And generally the team that's behind the scaling comp won't scale better. So it's pretty hard for one in Rome to actually like find a good angle to make a play.
I mean, also with having a Vygar in your team and having an Infernal Drag, like you just get that percentage on the Vygar stacks. I mean, that's pretty cool. You just like really start amping up your AP. So once you get Rabadons and a couple of Infernal Drags, I mean, let's do some math, and it's pretty nice, you know. Good stacking on the Vygar.
Back Sora, they're going pretty aggressive. Arch looking for a lot of damage. Maybe could have popped him there if he dropped the ulti, but thought better of it instead of possibly getting that canceled from the reset from Echo. But now going to land a stun onto OBCD. God, I hate that name. He is going... he's going to use his cleanse there and get out. But TB coming in for Wild Terror. 1v4 flank. Here comes the Gwen. 200 years. Dashing in. Gwen is immune. Drops his last needlework. Maybe finally is going to drop it. Doesn't kill anyone though. But now here is Margarine in the flank. Zellarok's going to pop his ultimate. Doesn't matter. Flash. Death Sentence from Ichirat is going to land on Eye of OBCD. A miracle hook from the Thresh to win an already winning game. What a great play. Zohir now maybe going to get popped by Wild Rebellion, but never mind. He does not really too much damage. Zohir going down to 1 HP. Dropped the Heartbreaker in the end. So nearly went down to Wild Rebellion, but a huge team fight win to VG Unity as they blow this game wide open.
I mean, great TP flank from the Gwen right there. Able to get in, you know, get a couple needlework to slow down for your team to come around, and Irelia flank as well, you know, pressing those buttons on Irelia, very skilled champion, I swear, you know, cleaning up that fight. Really well played by VG Unity right there.
Yeah, I think we really saw the peak of all the champions they're playing. I think, you know, Gwen, Viego, and Irelia really are the pinnacle of Riot's like game design these last few years.
I mean, but what would we know? We don't have 200 game years of experience, so I mean, we can't really talk ourselves.
Well, I felt like this came out in like 2020, right? So it's more like 250 at this point.
Right.
So I mean, looking pretty good for VG Unity. Up 4,000 gold. Dragon spawning in a minute. We'll have to see if maybe When in Rome goes for something kind of crazy. I mean, they do have Yon, Zeri, and Echo, so I feel like they can probably one-shot someone on Unity if they decide to overextend.
Right. I think there's a lot of potential out of them to get that one shot off, but I don't know, I feel like VG Unity, once they just get it,
Ichirat lands Death Sentence, doesn't take it. Wild Terry on the flank. Nothing gonna come out of that one as Margarine's in the side lane versus Wild Rebellion.
Yeah, but what I was saying is I feel like once even if one member of Unity dies, I feel like they can still just roll through this team, so.
Yeah, it's kind of looking that way. I mean, the big problem is really getting to Arch. Like, even if you get through the front line of Unity, you have that 3-1 and 3 Vygar just constantly putting out so much ZPS at this point. With, you know, 10 CS a minute as well. We didn't really point that out, but, you know, for Arch on this Vygar falling so far behind in the early game, now having over 10 CS a minute, like, it's really honestly well played for him to come back in this game.
Yeah. I mean, the Vygar ADC pick, I respect it. I mean, it must have been some prep coming into this game, knowing that they can take the Vygar ADC and they weren't going to be punished for it. So I think it's a great pickup by them, and we'll have to see if it gets picked in game 2. It's allowed to go through.
Yeah, here comes Dragon. Started up from the side of VG Unity. They're going to be tanking it a little bit as Wonder Rome is backing off. Stun coming out from Zohir is not going to land. Margarine on the flank here, looking on to Wild Rebellion, gets the stun, gets the pop. There is all the damage. OBCD is the next target. He did have flash popped at the last second, but still went down. F369 now going pretty low, gets stunned up. Is he able to get out of this one? Shirelia's is popped from Zellarok, so he's able to walk that one out as the Singe is way too fast for anyone to deal with. But 2 down on the side of Wonder Rome secures Dragon for VG Unity.
369 walking back in here mid lane.
Margaret might be able to find someone. I don't know if he's going to be able to jump on anymore. Doesn't have the stun of in 369. He's still running away. So just more of a little dance as maybe Baron started up here from Unity. They're thinking about it.
I mean, I think it's definitely a little bit risky trying to force it right away, but they could also be looking for a pick, which I think is the smart play. Although Ichirat did miss a ward right there, so they will see that they are looking for some cheese, but...
Oh, Zohir finding my back is sore. Not going to land the stun. F369 still here, super low. And Unity now just hovering around this Baron bit, making One Room eventually gonna have to check, but that pink is still in there, so One Room doesn't really care as long as they have vision on Baron.
Right. This Vigar should be backing soon for that Rabadon's. Probably a couple hundred gold off.
Yeah, the purchase buy is 2350. So I mean, he could like get this wave and like just back for it, and then they probably can't lose the fight.
That's a massive spike. As long as the Vigar doesn't get one shot, you know, I think he's just gonna be able to clean up through the backside.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only one that could really one-shot him is my back his story. Even like, I feel like Wire Rebellion doesn't have enough damage with only the Immortal Shobo, and Zeri definitely doesn't.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, especially with Thresh with Locket on him, he's just gonna be, you know, keeping that Vigar safe. It'd have to be a crazy play out of the Echo to one shot.
I mean, I'm ready for it. I think he could do it. Echo's a pretty crazy champion. He does have 2.5 items. The Sheen's going to add a lot of extra damage, so it's not like it's impossible. It's just very, 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 very unlikely.
I like how you added 7 berries right there. I think that, you know...
You think that was like the appropriate amount, or was it like 2 more maybe?
I would say at least 6 more. I just don't think you stop. I'd say like 15 is probably a good multiplier right there.
Understandable. My back sort of picked up the red buff there, so we're already seeing a bit of a gap in the jungle as VG Unity refuses to clear out this pink ward in the Baron pit.
I honestly think that's an FF15 angle, you know? Not clearing out vision is just, you know, it's just FF the game.
Oh, Zohair finally got it. Jungle diff.
I'm very proud.
I mean, just looking at vision score, you know, Zohair with the 13 compared to my back is score 33. We are clearly seeing the gap going through.
13 vision score at 27 minutes out of my jungle. That is, come on,
oh, Zohair actually getting kind of jumped on here. Might go down, getting so stunned up, but he's so tanky. Harper comes up with a shutdown, goes over to Wire Rebellion. Now Margaret's in a 1v3 situation. Going to jump on Xerox, but he flashes away. Now doing so much damage. Still has the 4 stacks, but is low on mana. Wire Rebellion goes on the 1. Margaret flashes in, gets the last hit. Now fighting Eye of OBCD is not as strong enough to 1v9. Big shutdown going on, but now Wild Terry is here looking for the needlework onto Xerox. Isn't going to land, but now going on to my back is sword. Zanya's comes out to make him live for maybe a second more, and Terry's going to take that down for a double kill. Arches here. Flash. Death sentence comes in from Ichirat. The CC chain is too much, and a triple kill going over to Wild Terry.
Probably a free Baron right now for VG Unity as well. You know, that fight started off a little bit tough with Zohair getting caught, but, you know, the skill-eyed Virelia just came to and rolled that backside of the team fight until, you know, Gwen and the rest of the team were able to rotate over, so... You know, great job. 250 years of experience for Riot Games right now.
Yeah, you know, as we were talking about with the jungle difference, Zohair getting called out right as we were calling out for it, and getting cleaned up from his team there. Nice play to make up for that pick. But you know, it's still good for one in a row to like look for these practice plays. Like really, that's what you have to do to try to get back in this game. You know, go for a miracle play, get a few shutdowns, and even if you all die, hopefully you get some gold to equalize it. Like, Yon has the Infinity Edge now, and like, what else do you need on that champion to be broken?
Right. I mean, Vigar picking up Medjez right now, which I think is a very greedy buy, but also, you know, at this point of the game. Can you hover over him, see how much AP we got on him? I'm going to say 1,200.
Definitely not 1,200. It's, okay, it's close. 1059, yeah. 308 stacks. So he's at about pace right now. He should be around like 320 optimally, but we'll call it close enough.
I mean, but those CS numbers looking great on him. 306 at this point is, you know, over 10 CS per minute on this Vigar ADC, so...
Yeah, it basically just says that, like, he's been farming really well, but, like, he missed out the efficiency with the Qs and the Ws on enemy champions, which is, like, very hard to do, but, like, you know, we're casting Challenger-level players here, so we're expecting Challenger-level gameplay. So, you know, as we see here, Challenger level gameplay on this Irelia, nearly one-shotting Wire Rebellion. Wire Rebellion gonna ulti in, look for the play. Is it gonna be able to dash out? Gets a massive shield along with Janna. Looking for the outplay maybe on Marguerite now. Vanguard's edge in, the ulti coming out from Zelaros to maybe survive. Marguerite gonna get the stun up, but looks to turn it on. Is gonna get one, maybe gets two. No! Goes down. Irelia cannot 1v3 there. A nice play from Wen in row to be able to take down the raid boss, but at the same time, bot Wild Terry is literally just solo killing the inhibitor, and F369 is just proxying because he's ignoring Wild Terry at this point. Terry's gonna try to chase him down. Oh, he's doing Dragon. Dragon was being started by Makasora. Zohair not going to take it over. Arch is going to be doing it himself as well. Help out. Now, Terry fighting F369. 369 just doesn't care, though. He flips him over. That is going to be Infernal Soul going over to VG Unity as a pick coming out. Another huge death sentence by Itchy Rat. Now a fight coming out in the bot lane. Terry doing so much damage. 369 caught between a rock and a hard place. Gets stunned. So much damage coming out from Arch on a full tank, by the way. Absolutely one-shots OBCD with a Flash Q ulti. And it feels like out of nowhere, all of When in Rome is dead.
I mean, if you get this Vygar with over 1000 AP, Infernal Drag, and a Flash R, like that R is
there's the 1200 AP.
anyone. Yeah, see, I knew. Just have to wait on it.
So,
and I'm guessing this is a cleanup for VG Unity right here. This game will most likely be ended unless they cannot find their way to the Nexus, which would be pretty sad.
yeah, looks like it's going to be ended here as VG Unity decides to have no more fun. Put When Rome out of their misery here a bit this game and take game 1 of the series. It was looking a bit rough in the early game, I'm not going to lie, but Unity decided to stop having fun and started to, run the show a bit, and it was kind of all she wrote.
Yeah, I mean, well, a couple kills given up early, like you said, by VG Unity, but after that, just a couple of trade back kills, and it was just VG Unity all the way. So, great job by them, and looking forward to see what they have stored up for game 2.
Yeah, and, as you say that, I'm curious what When in Rome has up stored up for game 2. I felt like they had a lot of just like losing lanes and situations. That Irelia in the mid lane versus the Yone just felt like such like a strong point for Unity that I think they're going to have to figure out a way to answer. I don't know if it's Margarine again in the mid lane. They might be getting their main mid back on Unity. I think they're going to be getting a quality player back. So I don't know if he plays Irelia. We're going to have to see, and we'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break while we wait for game 2 to get loaded up into draft. Don't go anywhere. We're ready for another banger. We'll be right back. And welcome back, everyone, to game 2 of the night. VG Unity versus When in Rome. VG Unity taking down game 1. If you are just joining us, I am number 2 Ginger, your play-by-play and producer for the night, joined by the legendary Hawkster. VG Unity volunteering, or When in Rome, rather, volunteering to take red side for game 2. So no runbacks there. Hawk, what are we looking to change up this game?
Man, I mean, with When in Rome, you know, they had a lot of wacky picks coming out game 1. We saw the Singe coming out top lane. Echo Jungle. I mean, I don't know if these are comforts for When in Rome, but I would love to see them pick a little bit more towards meta. Try to, you know, play something that's a little bit more conventional because, you know, whatever they tried in game 1 did not seem to work. Early game, they were able to, you know, get the ball rolling, but, you know, once VG Unity traded back a couple kills and got a lead, they looked a little bit lost. So I love to see them play a little bit more meta this game. Is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Honestly, I really liked the bot lane from When in Rome. I feel like it was super winning, and they had a lead. And they just really couldn't do anything with it because they had a low tempo jungler, and their mid was getting dumpstered, and that's not really his fault. He just kind of has the worst matchup in the game for Yone, and top is Singe for Gwen.
I don't think Singe is ever winning that.
I mean, Singe had a good time proxying for a while, but like it got to a point where Terry decided to land his needlework and then killed him.
Right. I mean, I think the Singe has to get on the map right there, affect mid, affect bot to actually be useful in those games. VG Unity banning Vigar themselves.
Yeah, I guess they're kind of scared of Rome, like R1 or R2ing it.
Yeah, I mean, especially what we saw at game 1 from VG Unity, you know, I guess they see to have a lot of priority on that Vigar pickup.
Yeah, I think Rome plays it a lot, so they wanted to take it away from them. So now they're scared of like Rome just be R1, R2ing it, and they don't want to B1 it, but Gwen was banned from Rome. So now Unity like doesn't have the same B1 they had last time, so I'm curious what they pull out this time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the Zeri pickup, but I don't think it's his priority as something like the Gwen.
Jinx is pretty good. I think Jinx is pretty standard. Like, that beats Zeri if they want to take Zeri. And, like, the real answer, you know, there's no real answer to Jinx, right? It's kind of just you take another OP AD carry and you hope your support's better than the other support.
Pretty much. I mean, you got a little bit of hard lockdown on Jinx. I think Zeri has a little bit more mobility to get out, dodge a couple things, but, you know, so Jinx is locked downable. Once she gets that first shutdown kill, she's running all over the place. She's just like Zeri. They're just like two, like, ants just flying everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, even in pro play, we're just seeing, like, Jinx just being insta-locked B1 and, like, literally running over the game no matter what matchup she's in. So, kind of a disgusting champion right now, but Zeri Lulu, I mean, this is, you were saying, like, more meta, like, this is strictly meta. Like, Zeri Lulu, before Zeri's nerfs, was definitely the strongest lane in the game, or the strongest, like, pairing in the game. Now it might not be as much so, but it's still pretty oppressive, especially if they're able to get past, like, their first components.
Right, I mean, once you get the Zeri into the late game and you're able to get Lulu on her, she just was an absolute menace. So, love to see what Unity has as a support counter pick into this. Personally, I'd love to see Bard, but unfortunately, we're going to see Karma instead, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Karma's a bit more standard. Karma is just generally beats Lulu in lane and gets that scaled, but you're playing to beat them in lane with Jinx Karma, so it makes a lot of sense, and Karma can move around the map pretty well. Also, right. I also think, just for the funsies, Blitzcrank would have been kind of cool. Puts a lot of pressure on the Lulu to make something happen, and you could also force Zeri to dash really early. But, you know, it's also kind of a for fun pick, and we're in a real match here, so no for fun pick. As the Graves is locked in for Unity, great pick in my opinion. Really safe line top lane, could also be flexed into the jungle and even mid lane. So a really solid draft so far.
Yeah, Hullbreaker Graves top lane, pretty cracked right now. So, I mean, like you said, it is flexible into the jungle or mid, but I'm guessing we'll probably see a top lane.
And the R3 Corki coming out from When in Rome. So they really just listened to what you said and we're picking strictly meta at this point. So I'm kind of bored now, thanks to you. So I'm gonna blame that one on you.
Hey, I mean, you know, I didn't want them to, but you know, if they want to win, they have to. I would have loved to see more Singes and Smite Jan at top and some shenanigans, but unfortunately, it's not what we're gonna see.
Yeah, I mean, I think When in Rome right now really just needs like some bruisers and tankiness front line. Because if Zeri, Lulu, Corki are able to be unleashed on the back line, like Unity has no real way of getting to them right now, right? Corki just outranges everyone. So if When in Rome's able to get like maybe like a Xin Zhao with something that's like super strong front line, yeah, or even Aatrox right now, like, or even Gragas, like it could be pretty nasty.
Yeah, I think that's a very disgusting comp for them. But you never know. We maybe get some shenanigan pickups from either Unity or Rome. There's still an opportunity to see that.
I mean, Unity is leaving Singed open, so it might be a bit of an in draft from Unity right now. Singed did look pretty disgusting, you know, 1 in 5.
Yeah, he was running around the map and running down the game at the same time.
Yeah, but you know, Arch was really trying his best to also match that early in the game on the Viger.
Of course.
So it's really just a contest at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think Itchy Rat did the best, you know, taking those hooks or,
That's true.
you know, running in to eat a lot of Janna combos. So, early game into Ward, I'd have to give that to him.
Yeah. We'll see who wins the clown hat of the game in the early game this game, as the Amumu ban is coming out from VG Unity. So a lot of respect towards the jungler picks here, getting out Kha'Zix, Vi, and Amumu instead of any of the meta picks. Echo is going to be the hover again, so One in Rome is super comfortable on this Echo jungler. They're very confident in it, which honestly I think Echo is like still a decent jungler if you have a good Echo player and could make a lot of work. I don't really feel like Echo played bad that game. I thought he made a lot of things happen. So I'm not like upset with this. Oh, that's so much better though.
Yeah, the Hecarim pickup right here, especially having Lulu on your team, you give yourself some big front lines and engage. I think it's a great pickup from One in Rome.
Alright, now hear me out. You flex the Lulu, smite top, and you pick Yuumi.
Honestly, why not? Or you pick, you know, or you flex the Lulu top and you pick up a new support, so you give yourself a little more front line. I think that's the pickup right there. Or you pick up Bard, honestly. Like, I'm just saying, like, no bias whatsoever. Bard pickup right here. Pretty cracked. Pretty cracked.
Unity's taking Diana into the Hecarim here, so gonna give them some engage onto that backline of Lulu, Corki, Zeri, but again, Corki plays at a range where Diana's basically gonna need flash to reach them. So it is gonna be a bit difficult, as Unity's hovering the Yasuo. Is the Diana Yasuo lock-in, the dynamic duo, kind of disgusting.
I mean, I think that's a great pickup here. If this Diana is able to find a great flank onto this back trio right here, it is going to be a disgusting combo. Because, you know, you can get Graves to, you know, shoes are back there. I think that if they can blow up this back line, then get a Jinx a reset, then this game's just going to look great for VG Unity. But with a lot of X factor on the Diana.
Yeah, I like the Jax pick here from One in Rome. If anyone remembers, in Worlds last year, Jax ended up like popping up as the traditional counter pick to the Graves top when it started popping up. And the best Jax players were kind of able to like absolutely dumpster all the Graves tops. This is before like Hullbreaker was the meta, so it might be different now. But if One in Rome could pull off the same thing, like I'm actually a decently good fan of One in Rome's comp here. I think Yudi's comp is harder to pull off just because Yasuo is so vulnerable in lane to these Hecarim ganks, and Graves is like just a harder champion to pilot than Jax. Like I think One in Rome just has the easier composition to pull off, but like Unity probably has the better comp in general.
Yeah, going back more to meta, you know, from One in Rome, I think that their comp is looking better this game, like you were saying. So I think VG Unity, if they are the better players and they have the better picks, you know, I think this Diana Yasuo combo can be absolutely disgusting if they play it right. But you know, if they're not able to make the right moves, then One in Rome is just going to scale better and, you know, have better team fights than VG Unity.
Yeah, I mean, Unity should have like really winning lanes here, right? They should like the Yasuo should be winning into Corki. Graves should be winning into Jax early at least, and Jinx Karma should definitely be winning into Zeri Lulu. So the real X factor is that One in Rome has like a really heavy early game ganking jungler in Hecarim, whereas Unity has that hard farmer in Diana. So it's really going to be on the jungler for Rome to actually like make stuff happen and make sure his team doesn't like fall out of the game instantly.
Alright, what about thoughts on this? Is it possible that Diana goes mid, Yasuo top, and Graves jungle?
Sure, but it's not going to happen.
That's not what I wanted to hear. That's funny.
I mean, that just sounds bad, man. Isn't Yasuo top worse than Jax than Graves?
Yeah, it's not a question for me. You think I know the answer to that? That's funny.
Well, so Yasuo auto attacks, and Jax doesn't take damage from auto attacks.
Really, is that how that works? I don't really know how Jax's kit works.
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't.
That's pretty nuts. I know he swings something in the air around his head like it's stun, but besides that, I'm pretty lost. He can also jump around.
Yeah, he does. He jumps around a bit. He's a bit of a champion, and he's gonna be kind of an issue in the side lane this game if he gets ahead of Graves.
Right.
So I guess it's like also a big thing for One in Rome. Like, Unity really doesn't have much of an answer for the Jax side lane because Graves and Yasuo should both lose pretty hard to the Jax, assuming Jax isn't like 0-10.
Right.
So that'll be interesting to see if we get like a bit of an extended game. But I mean, I think last game just kind of proved that Unity's like just has like the better players across the board. So Wonder Room's really gonna have to be good on their team play.
I mean, if you're able to get this Zeri ahead, and have a Lulu behind her, or you get this Hecarim ahead, you know, Lulu's just gonna apply, you know, so much extra threat into that. So I think that when in Rome, if they're able to get one of their carries ahead, either Jax, either, you know, Hecarim, either Zeri, even Corki too, I mean, they're just gonna have so much more of an ability to stay in this game compared to the last game. So as long as all four of them just don't get completely reamed, then, you know, it is winnable on the side of when in Rome.
Yeah, I mean, all my eyes are on the Hecarim. Like, I feel like Hecarim can be such a disgusting champion if you just high tempo gank constantly.
Right.
And like, all the lanes for Unity are just gonna be pushed up, right? Jinx Karma is gonna have the push, Graves is gonna have the push, and Yasuo is gonna have the push. So like, Hecarim just kind of has like dream scenarios, and just on him to like actually like find the angles to punish, and like hope that Zohair is just kind of AFK farming his camps like Diana's do.
Right. I mean, from the Echo last game out of the When in Rome's jungler, I mean, he did look pretty strong on it, able to get off some of these early ganks. Good bot lane gank, you know, good mid lane early. So he did apply that early pressure. So if you can translate that into the Hecarim pick, then I think that, you know, they can really get this ball rolling on this Heck pick and get some of these lanes ahead.
Yeah, well, okay. I want to go refill my drink, so we are going to go take a quick break while we wait for the 3-minute spectator delay to kick in. Regardless, we are going into game 2 of the night, Vij Unity versus One in Rome on this lovely Tuesday night, week 4 of Aegis Defenders League. Both teams looking to pick up a dub on the week. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
So hold our heads up high and beat the drum to what we love. Risk the fall, oh, we have felt it all come crashing down from far above. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding. Only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies. The champions of the world
And welcome back, everyone, into game 2 of the night. Virtue Gaming Unity versus When in Rome. Once again, I am number 2 Ginger, joined by Hawkster for the night. We are ready for the second game. I am excited. Hawk, are you excited?
Man, I cannot wait. Like I said when I woke up this morning, I'm like, I cannot wait to see this match between Beach Unity and When in Rome. So my dreams are being played out on the screen right now. So can't wait.
Me too, man. Me too. And immediately off the bat, the most interesting thing to me is that Corky is starting Longsword. Super rare to see. It's almost always Tier or Cull right now because you're just playing for full scaling. So I guess that like immediately is saying, I mean, no, it doesn't. But like, I wonder if he's gonna go the poke build or like just standard shield bow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like poke is just so much better here, so at least your team does have some poke. But into the Yasuo, into the wind wall, maybe there's a little less viability in that. I'm not 100% sure about that.
Well, I was hoping you had an answer, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know either. I feel like poke is just kind of OP most of the time, but everyone's kind of on top of you, and you're gonna get one shot half the time. So I feel like shield bow has some value. But then again, you do have Lulu, right?
I don't know. Maybe he's just feeling like I want to go on hit tonight. Maybe it's just a mood, you know, instead of poke.
It do be a mood sometimes, but both junglers starting bot side this game got a path up, so they're gonna meet each other at that top scuttle. Not favorable for Diana. She definitely wants to stay away from that Hecarim, so we'll have to pay attention to what play ends up happening up there.
Oh, there's the Alpha Strike out of yeah, it's Alpha Strike right out of the Jax. I do know the name of that ability.
Is that Alpha Strike? I thought that was just like, isn't that? That's Yi's Q, isn't it? Doesn't Cowsip yell I was an Alpha?
Oh yeah, you're right. That's Yi. I got the wrong champion. Shoot. So I was reading the patch notes right before this. It's my fault.
True. Yeah, for anyone who's not aware, 12.5 notes did come out on Twitter. They are buffing Seraphine because she is weak. Anyways, back to the game. The push coming in for Lulu Zeri. I feel like that's probably not how that should work. But Lulu Zeri getting the advantage once again in this early game lane against Arch Ichirat. So unfortunately, my backstore won't be bot side to really punch that at all. Both junglers making their way up into the top lane.
Yeah, I mean, with this top lane prior, though, you should see Diana being able to contest for the scuttle. It's just, I'm not really sure that mid matchup's going. I feel like Yasuo's getting bullied a little bit, though.
Yeah, I mean, Yasuo's up in farm 16-8. So it feels like Y Rebellion's like missing a lot of CS to try to maybe contest the Yasuo on the wave. As we say that, Margarine's going aggressive on the wave. Takes a lot of damage there, but at the same time, Terry taking a big chunk out of F369. F369 now going to go aggressive here. Here's my backstore. Gets this flash stun that Terry was not expecting, so wasn't able to flash away from my backstore. A nice play coming out leads to a first blood in the top side for When in Rome.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you're talking about, too. If you're able to get this Jax rolling a little bit and, you know, get a little bit... Oh, here comes the Diana and the Yasuo rotating up.
Zohair looking for some damage on my backstore. Going to be a big chunk coming out, but Zohair does not have any more dashes available, so Zohair is going to be able to push out my backstore and get the scuttle for himself, but my backstore probably just going to reset, go back to that bot scuttle, and be happy with his life.
Well, like I was saying, though, if you're able to get this Jax rolling, and, you know, there's not really going to be anyone who can, you know, match him in the side lanes with the Graves and the Yasuo, so, you know. Good out of the side of When in Rome to actually, you know, get some early tempo this game. I mean, technically they did have the last game, they just kind of lost it.
Yeah, I mean, early game's going great for When in Rome again. Like, in this bot lane, too, like, Zeri's just up in CS when she probably shouldn't be. So, really just, like, they have strong lanes, clearly. So, I'm just really on When in Rome to, like, maybe, to, like, limit the mistakes and keep snowballing with this Hecarim that you can just play towards, right? A big job is also keeping track of Zohair. Once he hits 6, he's going to be looking for the plays, so we'll have to see if When in Rome can really push the lead rather than into the way. Like, this is your job to, like, fill in the dead space.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, what do you want me to say if this bot lane matchup? Like, they both poke, they both farm. Like, there's just no interest in this bot lane. I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody like pick the Hick champion. We got Karma Lulu matchup. Like, that's just gross. That's just not interesting.
I don't know, bro. There's other things in the game. Let's talk about Ocean Dragon. How do you feel about first drag being Ocean Dragon?
Honestly, I mean, like, out of my favorite dragons, it starts off with Mountain. which I think is cool. Then goes Infernal, then goes Hextech. Oh, okay. The
Oh,
Necrom's just
wait, this is going to be so spicy. Both junglers are here. My back is Sword going first on Arch. Pops the Ghost. Arch going to flash by. Marcus is under tower. Had the shield on him, though. Ichirat taking a lot of damage. Zohair going forward on I have OBCD. I have OBCD is going to flash away. Now the exhaust coming out onto Zohair. So much damage coming out. Arch going so low. Sorry. Flash coming in. The shield's not going to be enough. I have OBCD just doesn't flash anything. He's still a flash available there. And that's just going to be a kill coming over for the side of VG Unity. A great counter game from Zohair works out to a kill.
Yeah, that man was just chilling in the bush. He was ready for it. I didn't even get to get through my favorite dragons, and you know, great counter game from the bot lane from Zohair.
And that's going to lead to them taking your third favorite dragon.
Yeah. Actually, I don't remember. What was it? It wasn't my third.
You don't remember your own favorite dragons?
I don't know. It's just coming up. You told me I had to fill space.
Where's Hextech on your list?
That one was 4th, I think.
Really? You don't like Hextech?
Yeah, it's just not interesting. They could have come up with something.
It's more interesting. Is Cloud Drake your last?
Yeah. Cloud Drake's just Cloud Drake.
Where was Chemtech Drake?
Oh shoot, you're right. It's banned off my list.
Really? But it's coming back. They said it was coming back.
Yeah, I mean, they also said that what was coming back? What was that item that like made you like your minions buff up your minions?
ZZ Rot?
No, not CZ. Yo, how about
Banner of Command?
Banner of Command's easy.
Did they say that was coming back?
I thought they did at some point.
I've never heard of that.
Maybe I'm lying.
It sounds like you're lying to me.
What happened to CZ Rock though? That's a good question. I forgot about that.
They removed it from the game because Trick 2G was just too good on it.
Dude, CZ Rock though, like that, I would build on support. I used to play bronze support Alistar, and you'd go CZ Rot, Banner of Command's first 2 items. It was absolutely disgusting. I swear.
Speaking of disgusting, this game has disgustingly nothing going on in it right now compared to game 1. Both teams, you know, again, kind of just happy to farm this out. I feel like both teams scale like relatively well to the point where they don't care if nothing happens. You know, Ichirat and Arch starting to take control of this bot lane. Ichirat has those Lucidity boots, and Karma's gonna start like just having the poke on the Lulu. You know, Jinx also getting a bit online here, having the full Noon Quiver with another dagger on top of it.
What's great about this is, you know, there's not a lot of like heal up from the bot lane. Like Lulu's got, you know, shields but no sustain. So if Karma's able to poke out this Zeri, it's like she's just like sad. Like she just can't do anything. So I mean, if Ichirat can just keep landing these Qs, they're gonna have so much lane pressure into the bot lane.
Look at this invade coming out from Zohair. He is going to be able to take a blue and ults right onto my back is sore. And that's going to be a huge invade coming in from VG Unity to get the wombo combo going on early. And Zohair is starting to show a bit of a jungle gap this game, up over 20 CS, takes a blue buff. Now F369 going in onto Wild Terry, going to force the flash out. Flashes forward, looking for the dive. Wild Terry drops the ulti. F369 is going to back out, not going for any more. And that top pressure from the early kill starting to show.
I mean, Zohair, I mean, although he didn't get that early gank off top lane, you know, top lane is a little bit favored now in when in Rome. He is up, you know, 26 CS in the jungle, which is pretty big. So, I mean, especially at an 8-minute mark.
That's some good math there coming out from Mr. Hawkster. As a very close trade comes out in the top lane there. No one went down, but a little bit scary. Zelrock's getting poked out here from Arch and Ichirat. Going to take a lot of damage. Traps are going to come out. That's going to land onto OBCD. Zelrock has to flash away from Ichirat's root. And so, oh my god, the Mantra Q as well. Here comes the rocket. It's not enough as a great reaction time from Zelrock. Saves him with the shield. A nice try there as my back is sore. Finds a Wild Terry stuck in the middle of a rock in a hard place. Going to go down to the Horsey. Takes over the kill for himself. No assist on F369. A complete solo kill. As Unity is just completely demolishing this bot lane, grabbing 2 plates for themselves.
I'm not gonna lie, you scared me a little bit. I know that Jinx Rocket was coming, but I did not know you were gonna be that excited.
I was hyped, dude. Jinx Rocket, that honestly might have been a double kill if Lulu wasn't paying attention and rehauled right on top of Zeri.
Yeah, I mean, true, but I think they were playing for that. They definitely knew the Jinx Rocket was coming out.
I think you're overestimating the level of play we might be seeing right now. As the combo comes out into mid lane on Y Rebellion, immediately is able to flash away, so no follow-up damage comes through under that tower. That's the power of the Yasuo Diana, just forcing out the flash every single time it's up. And now Diana's just going to come back before that flash is up. And what does Y Rebellion do that time?
Cries. Absolutely just cries. That's all you can do.
It's right here in the mid lane now. Xerax gets a nice knockup on a Margarine to make sure he can't get too much more damage. And my back Sword is here. Remember, no ulti from that play earlier. Makes Margarine flash. Now Ichirat is caught between a rock and a Zeri, who's going to zap her to death with the finger guns. Gives a kill over to high. Have OBCD kill on that Zeri, not where you want it to be. A nice rotation up from one in Rome.
What's the Zeri lore? Do you know? Like, where is Zeri from?
Zon.
Okay, so they're trying to push that whole arcane thing.
Yes.
Isn't like Retina Glass like the one who's like, wasn't she an arcane?
I think everyone said like she was the one that Vi fought, but I don't know if they actually confirmed that.
Yeah, like the Dami.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's like not, but is at the same time, you know? But like, they said they were releasing 2 champions from Zon that weren't related, that weren't in the show. And they were supposed to do it during Arcane, but like it got pushed back. So these are the 2 champions that were supposed to be released.
Alright, that's interesting. Did you learn that on one of your podcasts?
No, that was on Reddit.
Ah, unfortunate. Oh, you're on Reddit. I'm disappointed to hear that.
I'm on everything, dude.
Man, you should be out on the hiking trails. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, in New Zealand?
Yeah, dude, you're right by the Adirondacks, like, you know.
I am like 6 hours away from the Adirondacks.
Bro, what do you mean? Like,
It's
you're not driving.
It's upstate New York.
You're not driving fast enough then. 6 hours, dude.
All
If
right.
I was where you were, I'd get me there in like 3 hours.
Whatever you say, bro. Here comes Zohair over the wall. Looks like he tests this dragon. Waterland has the package. Decides not to go forward on Ichirat and Arch there, but now Zohair and Margarine are doing the dragon. Ultimates are up for everyone. Here comes the package. Hits no one. Zohair's getting a bit melted here now. Ulti's coming down. Flashes forward to Zohair. Is able to get the dragon away from my back and sword, but now it's looking pretty good for one and Drum. Arch is isolated on Eye of OBCD. Who's going to win that? Margarine goes down, and that's going to be my back and sword now with the Arch fighting. Zelarox is here though, has the shields for my back and sword. Why are you not going forward? You are a big pony, and you get the kill with the Lulu. So it ends up being a 3 for 4. Or 4 for 3 rather, in favor of one in Rome. Both top laners deciding not to TP there. Well, F369 had TP. It was not unleashed though, so they just stay happy in their top lane. And a nice play from one in Rome, although Dragon was picked up from VG Unity.
What was great about that is they were able to split off VG Unity right there and then, you know, engage onto the Diana Yasuo before they were able to get their combo off. So, really well played by them. Jinx picking up a couple kills at the end, then running into melee range on the Hecarim, which, you know, confused me a little bit.
Oh, here's my back story at the top lane, but while Terry has Hullbreaker at this point, he's so tanky and he's gonna 1v2 that, but Ichirat came and decided to help him anyway.
That's support realm. That's big brain support realm. I respect that. I feel like this Jack's just in a bad spot. Oh.
Yeah, Hullbreaker's kind of OP.
Yeah. Dude, 250 years of experience.
Hey, it's getting nerfed next patch. No worries. Next Wednesday, Hullbreaker on range top laners, dead. Thank God.
Yeah, dude, they definitely thought that through, I swear. They're like, we're gonna make it strong for one
Oh,
patch.
I have OBCD going aggressive on Arch here. Gets rooted up in the traps. Arch is just stronger, I think. Gonna take the shutdown barely with 1 HP. Arch still had heal, by the way. Not even close.
That was definitely greed on the heal. In what world do you not heal earlier there?
Alright, and that's the difference between you and Arch, and that's why he's higher elo.
I think the man was on like
Dive
2
coming
HP
out
to
mid lane
heal.
there. Lulu there. Zelarox might be able to help him survive. Gonna kick down Zohair. Margarine also taking up tower now. Ichirat is gonna go down, and Zelarox coming from Narnia to be able to make it go for a 1-for-1 trade and a 1v3 under tower. It's just a Lulu gap.
Yeah, and also Arch dropped spotlight right there to the Hecarim, giving him a shutdown mid-fight. So we didn't get to see that on screen, but I mean that's a big pickup from the Hecarim, who's an absolute beast now.
Oh, Margarine maybe looking for the dive on Zelarox. Has to flash away. OBCD not gonna look to go forward. And yeah, like you said, I mean this Hecarim is 4-1-4. Kind of disgusting.
He's probably sitting on about 2650 gold right now, so that's what I'm guessing. It's 2650.
You say he's sitting on 20. Oh, you're close. 2460.
It's the numbers, dude. I swear. I mean,
Yeah, he should
I'm on-
consider recalling.
yeah, dude. No, he wants to get. You know, when you go for that 5,000 back, 5,000 gold back, that's what he's looking for right here, and I respect it. You actually scale more by keeping your gold in your inventory. That's my next climbing tip of the day. So you want to keep your gold in your inventory because it's like, you know, investments, like stonks. So,
Yeah, well, stonks went down today, so bad investment advice.
bruh. Stonks only go down. You gotta bet against the market. Just short the market every day.
Short the market. You heard it here, folks. Virtual Gaming Live is not responsible for any financial advice or any if you lose your entire bank account. 2 options, but highly recommend that you give it a try. It is fun if you have a gambling addiction. It's a good way to lose all your money instantly instead of doing it slowly over a course of a slot machine. Anyway, in the bot lane, Margarine is just kind of bullying Y Rebellion in this tower, but Y Rebellion getting a lot of damage. Margarine doesn't have wind wall. I used it earlier. There's going to be a dash forward from Y Rebellion. Going to look for the damage here. Margarine might go forward. Decides to flash in for Y Rebellion. But Margarine flashes onto Y Rebellion. Who has the damage? Who's going to win this? It's going to be Margarine. Winning with the shield. Just coming back up. Gets the play. Gets the outplay on to the Corki. What a huge play by Margarine to get that kill.
Honestly, that was just a Sans Undertale moment. Like, you know, like it was like, bruh. But then at the same time, Margarine just came back and just hit him with the wombo combo. So really nice job overall by Margarine.
Oh, F-Sit 369 going aggressive here on Wild Terry. There's going to flash forward to finish him off. He's going to walk right into Ichirat. Ichirat has the flash forward to secure the kill. A nice solo kill in the top lane from 369 as my Backusaur is here to meet Ichirat in the river. He has no backup. He is all alone. My Backusaur is going to pop the fear and solo kill Ichirat and make him regret ever helping his top laner.
Alright, Ichirat has a ward and then Blast Cone blind over that, so I mean that you can't blame top laner. That's an Ichirat diff right there.
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
I've killed 4 rats in my apartment so far, and he's gonna be the 5th.
Yeah, I mean you're the Hecarim right here. You're getting big gains. But honestly though, it's big brain because like, you give the Hecarim a bigger shutdown that you can give to your Jink. So it's kind of like it's all planned. It was all planned.
But yeah, Dragon spawning up here. TP already coming down from Y Rebellion with the package. F369 is going into the top lane here with no TP, whereas Wild Terry is actually coming down. So it's a 5v4 advantage for the side of Unity. I wonder if they're going to realize that Jax is showing now, but starting to walk down. He realizes his mistake. Riptail was dropped in the mid lane from VG Unity. It's going to crack that mid lane tower. No, down to 1 HP. I think Wild Terry and Archer are going to be able to kill that. And yes, they are, but 369 is now down here, looking for maybe a fight. OBCD stepping up aggressively, getting some nice poke in, missing a few of these autos here, getting down Ichirat to half HP. This package is going to go away soon. They have to make something happen, starting up the Dragon now. Unity's trying to find a way in. Big one going to come out, but not really do any damage yet as that Mount Immune is not completed. Looking for the flank here. Here comes Zohair over the wall. Margarine is here, but Zohair is all alone. The package is on Zohair. He's not isolated in the pit, but the combo's coming down to Y Rebellion, but my Backusaur is alive, and Lulu has kept Y Rebellion alive. Lulu is so OP. Double kill onto Y Rebellion. Now Dragon's going to go over to the side of One in Row, and a huge pickup as a miscommunication, you could say, comes out from VG Unity on the engage.
Oh, that was disastrous right there. VG Unity had a lead going into that Dragon fight, I felt like, but then, you know, Drag goes over, a couple kills go over. That's a pretty detrimental turn right there, especially for this, you know, this When in Rome comp that wants to scale. You know, you've got your Hecarim fed, you've got your Zeri coming up on 2 items. Like, this is a problem.
Yeah, it felt like Zohair and Margarine really wanted to fight that, and the rest of VG Unity didn't. And then, you know, a really nice solo engage kind of by my Backusaur, or Y Rebellion rather, onto Zohair, forcing Zohair to solo ulti, and having that Lulu just to like keep him alive perma is such a big X factor. As my Backusaur now looking for Ichirat. Ichirat does not have flash. He is going to go down instantly. Arch is the next target. They don't even care about the TP behind him as flash comes out from Arch. Is actually going to make him live. Now Margarine in the backline, but he's instantly going to get feared. Zelarox has so many ways to keep his teammates alive, and Margarine just isn't strong enough in a 1v4 situation. Zohair now over the wall. Gets a big shutdown over to Zohair, but my friend, you are going down as well. This composition is absolutely disgusting from the side of When in Rome. So much DPS.
Yeah, I mean, what a great play. What a great play by I don't even know what team that's great play by When in Rome. Honestly, I mean, this Hecarim is ahead now.
Oh, 369 maybe going for the kill top lane. Wild Terry gonna dash in, looking 1 HP, not gonna drop. Rocket came up top lane but didn't land on anyone.
I was about to say, where's the Rocket? He was on it. He knew what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, all these plays going on, these top laners are just kind of chilling, fighting each other, having a good time.
I mean, we're at the point right now where When in Rome has advantage, and we need to see VG. I mean, now it comes down to this Diana. So can they find those massive engages to turn these fights? Or is, you know, When in Rome just going to be able to run down these team fights? Because this Hecarim is big. This Zeri starting to get pretty big. Corki, yeah, you know, he's starting to get there. He's a little bit behind on CS, but, you know, we don't worry about that. The threats are coming in out of one in Rome. So let's see it, Diana. Let's see the Diana Yas big combo. It's time.
Yeah, I mean, why Rebellion on Corki is going poke Corki as well. You can see that lost chapter in the inventory. And he picked up a Hex Drinker. So he's actually able to survive the combo from Marjorie and Zohair pretty nicely with Lulu. It's really just like, I think VG's trying to get the 2-item spikes. Like, they really want the Infinity Edge on Margarine, and they really want the Proto Belt on Zohair to get that, like, final damage in. Because you feel like all these fights, like, everyone's going down to 1 HP, and then you just can't die, right?
You gotta get these Jinx to reset. If you can get her to 1 reset and Infinity Edge, like, it's going to be winnable on these fights. But if you can't get at least 1 kill, then, I mean, when in Rome's just gonna get the Wombo combo roll back in.
Yeah, Wild Terry going to take down this tower top lane. 369 is going to go a bit aggressive. Might look for the player. Terry has flash coming up. They both have flash coming up at the same time, actually. So Terry's in a bit of an unfortunate position. 369 going to keep going forward. Decides better of it. Doesn't want to dive. I think it would have been a bit exciting. But he is really pressuring Terry out of this lane as Terry still managed to pick up the top tower.
Yeah, I mean, Terry just picked up top tower. I mean, pressuring out of lane, that's ambitious. That's an ambitious call.
Well, he did just get pressured out of lane, quite literally.
Already got the tower. It was worth. It's worth.
It do be worth as the rest of One in Rome is up here hovering. Itchy Rat sniffs it out like the rat he is and is hovering Terry to make sure he cannot get dove. But here comes my Bacchus. We're going to check right into Itchy Rat. He knows exactly he's there. Itchy Rat, I don't think he's expecting this. Has to flash away, but I don't think it's mattered. He's going to flash over the wall, but my Bacchus decides not to follow with the ultimate for some reason on a guaranteed kill. Bit of a mistake there, I would say. But now my Bacchus going back in onto Wild Terry. I don't think he cares anymore. Going forward, looking for the play. Going to back up now. Arch is here, so is Zohair. Going to get the damage out. Margarine and Wire Rebellion fighting in the bot lane. Wire Rebellion getting a good amount of damage. Margarine's going to take a tower shot. Decides to dive under tower. I don't know if that's worth it, my friend. And goes down. I wouldn't even call that an outplay from Wire Rebellion. Margarine outplayed himself. Looking for the play. Got a bit too hypey. And now this Corki's just getting bigger and bigger.
I mean, he hit his Q. He got his knockup like.
Oh, TP is coming out. They're gonna start Baron here. Does VG have any idea? There's no wards. There's no pings coming out on the map. And OBCD does this so fast. Double TP now coming out. Is anyone on VG looking at Baron? They could see these TPs if they had their camera on it. But they're just pushing on mid down to 6K, 5K, 4K. This Baron is gonna go over. 1 in Rome snuck under the noses of VG Unity. This is the macro level gameplay we're looking for.
Wow, and I mean that VG could have contested that if they knew about that vision because you know Yasuo was coming up with the TP, so I mean there could have been a stall and a fight. So and what a brilliant play. Unity
can't even do this dragon right away because Yasuo and Jinx are in base, and Corki's coming back with package.
And the scuttle gets stolen too.
Oh, it's a disaster, dude.
It's doomed.
It's pretty doomed.
Our sleep schedules are doomed. Oh no.
Damn, dude, I really was so excited to like have this be over and we go lay down in bed. But instead, it's looking pretty like we're getting a game 3. I'm not going to say we are just because, you know, VG is only down 4,000 gold and they have the Diana Yasuo combo, which is always a threat of just getting like a 4-man and kind of instant winning the game. But it's looking less and less likely.
I was looking forward to sleep, but I'm also looking forward for game 3 now. But not saying game 3 is going to happen. I'm just, you know, I'm prefacing it.
We're not implying anything.
It's like a slider, you know? It's like, you never know. Like, it's like 60-40 now, or 65-35 that we're getting a game 3.
I think 65-35 might be a bit generous, but I'll agree with you.
Bruh, look at Zohair. Look, he knows.
Look at Zohair on the flank here, but remember, Margarine is nowhere to be seen. So if he goes in, he has no actual follow-up. He's going to walk away in defeat. There goes Zohair.
I have faith in my VG fans. They're gonna pop a combo right here.
Well, Yasuo has Infinity Edge. Diana has Proto Belt. This is the time. Arch just lost all of his HP from one rocket. Yeah. Okay, Corki's kind of scaled, so it's a little bit doomed now.
Nah, you gotta believe. Gotta believe. Look at the Yasuo.
Oh, Margarine on the flank here. Zohair's gonna look for the engage, maybe onto Wire Rebellion. Looking forward, 300 gold shutdown if he can get on him, but the W away from Wire Rebellion wisely keeps him alive as the siege is on. 369's in the top lane this whole time, taking down that top tower. Terry's going to go there in the match now, but can he really do anything about it? That's going to be a tower going down. Now 369's in a 2v1 situation. He might just win this, though. Taking down Margarine. Nearly one shot on his Arch getting dove in his base for some reason. While Terry now going down. Itchrat back his horse just 1v2ing inside the base. And there's nothing that VG Unity can do about it. He's aiding their nexus. He's dancing around, walking around like a pony has 369. You know, just did that 1v2. Casually now, my back is horse. Gonna go back in onto Wild Terry. Doesn't have the ultimate, so he's gonna shut down. But top lane inhibitor is going down in the meantime for one in Rome, who might look for the end if they're feeling themselves a little bit. Instead, they're going to go for the mid lane tower and go for the double inhibitor at 25 minutes, inflating their goal lead up to 7,000.
All right, so now it's maybe like 70-30. Maybe it's 70-30 now.
Maybe
like 66-34.
Yeah, that sounds better.
I still believe.
As Virtue Gaming Livecasters, we are biased towards Virtue Gaming Unity, and we'll support them in their dying moments.
TM trademarks. That's trademarks.
True Virtue Gaming TM. Sorry, my bad. Don't sue me.
Oh, I meant your comment was trademarks, but yeah.
Oh, everything we do here is trademarked. If you ever clip anything on the stream, it is trademarked.
Really? Do you have a patent?
No. But I could say I do.
Pretty cool. I mean, you could say you have a patent on having a patent.
Yeah, I have a patent and I'm getting a patent.
It's pretty cool.
Patent on the patent.
You want to talk more about it?
No. I want to go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Nothing against VG Unity.
Nothing against VG is. Zohair Margarine looking for a very ambitious play here, but Lulu's just going to negate literally everything about that champion, and all of a sudden, it's just kind of doomed. Oh, big knockup though coming through, but I don't think it matters as Y Rebellion just kind of free hitting. And yeah, it didn't go that well.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, there goes my Bacchosaur into Itchy Rat. Itchy Rat is a poor rat. Going to go down. Arch trying to do any damage to my Bacchosaur, but that man has Death's Dance. He does not take any damage. And he actually managed to survive. Big Rock comes out. That's a shutdown over to Arch. For some reason, my Bacchosaur decided not to kill Arch under tower, even though he'd gained like 400 HP back from Death's Dance. And wouldn't die to tower. But we don't know how new items work apparently anymore. Itchy Rat going to be here to clear the wave with one rocket. It just takes so much HP out. And Arch is here, but 369 is also here, and Mistman just doesn't remember. No damage from auto attacks. That is how Jax works. Gonna get rooted now though. Doesn't have the strike anymore. And they're only gonna get one tower here. The game is being stalled.
This is winnable though. I mean, this is still winnable.
It went from 66-34 to 65-35 again.
Yeah. This is like, I believe.
Another bot tower going
that
over.
Outplay from Arch right there gave me faith.
Gave me a lot that was sick of him. Listen, he has a 2.0 KDA. He's flaming his teammates right now.
Yeah, he's talking so much smack in the chat. Like I can.
Look at that Smurf too. He just stopped OBCD. That's huge.
Can we get the flank around?
I mean, honestly, OBCD wants a recall. He probably has enough for Titanic Hydra. If he doesn't have it for this fight, there's always the miracle chance that VG can win it. Although Margarine's in the top lane, I think he doesn't want to fight. I think he's at the point where he's just split pushing.
He wants to take one more 1v1s versus Corki into the tower. That's how I feel right now.
Objective bounties are up, so maybe somehow Zohair goes for a Miracle Steal. It's really, really good, but looks like they're just not going to contest it and concede, which is probably the right move, but not the fun move.
What about Arch here? Rocket? Oh, I love the rocket.
I mean, no, he doesn't even throw it. I honestly, like, Loki would have thrown that rocket.
Loki always throws the rocket. Doesn't matter when or where, Loki will throw the rocket. Even if it's like for a couple minions mid, he'll try to steal it with the rocket.
Yeah, rocket gaming is a lot of fun. You always have to go for it because when it hits, man, it is like the biggest ego boost in the world. I swear.
It's a Pograts kind of moment.
It is a Pograts kind of moment. Shout out to Pograts and Aegis Defenders League. Don't know if they won tonight, but I think they're actually playing against my collegiate team tonight, so I hope they won tonight.
Really?
Hell yeah.
That's pretty Pog.
It is Pog. Pograts are the face of everything I stand for, as my back is sore. Is pretty sore from carrying his team this game. Gonna run right into Zohair. Gonna be very surprised when they find him there. Zohair not expecting to be run into by a big horsey. I have OBCT, unfortunately, is a tank playing an ADC, so not really taking any damage from the combo there, as a very interesting package angle comes through from Y Rebellion, predicting the triple flash over the wall from Itchy Flat, as OBCD is going to take down Itchy Rat, and it is looking all but doomed here for Virtue Gaming Unity.
36-64, so it's pretty doomed.
Not 37, or not?
Not yet. Once they get triple hit, then it's 37.
Wait, does not make it like more likely they're gonna win? Should it be less likely?
Nah, you don't understand. It's a high elo casting thing.
Ah, my bad, my bad.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like
alright,
100 LP above me right now, so I can't say anything about that.
Yeah, whenever you say something I disagree with, I'm just gonna say it's an elo thing.
Arch looking for the play. It's kind of the pentakill right here if he wants it. Gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. Pentakill for Arch as When in Rome takes down game 2.
Game 3 inbound. I mean, like we said, when in Rome, they picked more of a conventional comp, and they were able to really execute on it. So great job by them. That game looked a lot more clean. So I mean, coming into this game 3, what do you want to see out of VG Unity?
I would like to see Zohair on a champion that doesn't full clear, because I really feel like unironically, we talked about pregame like what When in Rome needs to do to win, and it's really just like let the Hecarim run all over the map, and that's kind of exactly what happened. Like it really was just my back historic kind of running all over the map, and Zohair had the one nice counter gank bot lane, but even that wasn't like a really good play. Like it was kind of just When in Rome inting more than like actually something happened. And I said this pregame, like I feel like When in Rome's comp was just so much easier to pull off. Like it really was. There was no chance for Unity to ever pull off a great combo because Lulu was able to pull just prevent so much damage, and Zeri's gonna build tank, and Hecarim and Jax you can't really one shot. So like, how do you actually play?
You don't. You hit the FF, you go to game 3, and that's what VG Unity did. They did put up a good fight instead, though, and I guess we wanted to see something a little bit more proactive of Zohair. I was about to say the same exact thing. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
All right,
that's all the color of this situation.
If you've got nothing else, we'll go to a quick break so all of our viewers can take a nice rest themselves. This is, I think, our 3rd series in a row now. Oh, besides yesterday, we don't count yesterday. Our 3rd series in a row where I'm casting, going to a game 3. So no one likes Ginger sleeping. We will be right back with another banger: VG Unity versus When in Rome, heading out to the Rift. And welcome back, everyone, to game 3 of the night. When in Rome versus VG Unity. VG Unity voluntarily taking red side this game. I am number 2 Ginger, if you're just joining us. Once again, joined by Hawkster, who has some salad.
I have salad. Oh, and some Reese's chocolate. So, great dinner. I'm excited for game 3. I have the energy back in me.
We were clearly not prepared for game 3 here tonight, as Hawkster is very, very hungry. So he is eating salad just like Unity. He's going to eat this game 3 dub. And we are in draft, ready to go. Bans looking pretty much the same. Unity taking out Hecarim this time in their ban rotation. So not going to see that this time from When in Rome, as When in Rome's also taking out the Gwen again. So 2 pretty much game-defining champions taking out. We're going to have to see what switches up for maybe both teams this game, as When in Rome has first pick and sides are swapped.
Project ban been in all 3 games so far?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say. I didn't remember them banning there, but do you like the Hecarim ban here? Gwen ban is interesting. I want to see what will be first picked here, honestly. Will it be that Vigar? Because, I mean...
Oh, that's true. They left Vigar open. Maybe Unity takes it here.
Vigar is open. Yeah.
And When in Rome just takes the Jinx away from Unity, who took it blue side last time. So again, more traditional. They're not taking Zeri. They took it both games last time, and it felt pretty good in game 2. We'll have to see how the Jinx is for Eye of OBCD.
But I mean, I personally like it. I think that VG Unity looked good on the Jinx last game, so taking it away, I think just, throwing them off a little bit.
Yeah, Unity gonna take the Thresh away, make sure that one of them can't get the Jinx Thresh. Pretty strong pairing. Maybe they take a Felios here as well, just a really solid bot lane to cement in the power.
I agree to that. Or you can see the Vigar flex again. Love to see that.
Yeah,
I love that Vigar.
The Thresh Vigar seemed like a very powerful lane after they got killed 3 times.
Hey, it doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish. That is how a race works.
That is also what I tell my girlfriend.
Yeah? Yeah, big guy? Yeah? A little bit odd.
Felios locked in with Thresh as predicted. When in Rome looks like they might answer with the Lulu. So we're getting pretty standard, like, base of the meta here. Like, pretty much like exactly what each ADC wants of the support. So it's actually just gonna be like a straight skill 2v2 at this point, and maybe some jungle impact. But like ideally, I think When in Rome just like, or I think When in Rome wants to take something that will like maybe like a Xin, like, because Unity probably just wants Jarvan to jump on the Jinx Lulu. Vi is interesting. This was banned in the second rotation from Unity a lot.
I've not seen a Vi in like my last opener, man.
Oh, please.
Amumu was also banned.
Yeah. This guy's a savage, no? Oh, it's locked in.
Wow. That is, I don't have words. Amumu.
So what is Unity answer? Amumu, what counters Amumu?
Good question. I have no
If you said everything, I'd probably believe you.
Wait, listen to this though. The Amumu gets flex support, and you put the Lulu mid. And then, Amumu support with Lulu mid.
Yeah, I remember when like Amumu was like so hyped to be support, and then at Worlds they just figured out that Leona just beats the shit out of him.
Yeah, I mean they also nerfed Playground too. Support.
Yeah, but you have 2 Qs.
That was pretty sick.
Lilia is the answer. Is that the answer?
That's a good question.
I feel like if Amumu could actually just like perma lock down Lilia, and that's kind of like the opposite of what Lilia wants.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you dodge both the Qs, it's pretty cool. You still got a Mumu R.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a counter pick team, because like, you're running into that team and Mumu just ROs you and blocks you and kills you.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
We need to bring in our resident Lilia expert captor, maybe.
Yeah, he's probably got a little bit more color cast knowledge than I do on that one. I mean, I think pretty
It's
much
like how you have the
everyone-
Bard knowledge, he has the Lilia knowledge. So like we sub you guys out depending on what champions are picked.
If they pick Bard, it will give you great insight. If they do not pick Bard, I will give you very low tier insight, but I'll try my best.
That's all that matters.
That's my
Trying your
promise.
best.
Money back guarantee.
Money back, dude. Nice. Making the bank with the salad. You can have your dinner paid for by the Virtue Gaming live stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, even though we don't have a sub button. Make sure to follow and make sure we keep streaming so we can get the affiliate, so we can get the sub button. I think. I don't even know if that's what we're going for, but having the sub button. So we can do predictions as well. That's the big thing I wanted. Predictions would be pretty pog. So we could vote for Unity every game and lose. Just kidding. Unity's the best. They're going to win.
If you follow, I'll do a stream of me just eating salad. That's a promise, I swear.
ASMR?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Me
dude.
salad eating stream.
Keep an eye on our Twitter content for that up and coming. Aatrox, the hover here from Unity. I like this. This champion is kind of not balanced anymore. And that's a lock and a great blind pick weak side top laner for that Lilia to play through.
I think Aatrox right now is so disgusting. And I'm really happy they picked it up.
He gets a bit cucked by Lulu, but it's definitely a strong pick and will be really good, like, just leave on an island. Wukong's a really, really good counter pick into Aatrox, though, and again, goes really well into that Lilia, just like perma seeing her and locking her down. So I think the Wukong pick is very, very, very smart here. And honestly, if you just like lock in Victor, it's kind of just one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised this Lulu was not banned on the side of VG Unity here. Because this Lulu was cracked last game.
Yeah, well, you know, the Kha'Zix pick is a very scary one.
Orianna picked up. I like that. Wait, never mind.
It's not locked. It's being hovered, but I think that action might be better than Victor here, so I'm kind of down.
I mean, this comp on the side of one Rome looks pretty cracked as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is like actually like such a step up from their game 1 comp. Like it sounds like they actually thought about drafting, and they might just win because of that. Like Unity's comp isn't bad either. The real question is, what is their answer into Orianna? Like, are they gonna pick a hard winning lane? Like, if they pick LeBlanc here or just absolutely dab on her, like I think it would be kind of savage.
Right. Or you can pick something just like control me.
Oh, they could just go Irelia here though. No, they have the Lilia for solo AP, and Irelia's just gonna absolutely shit on Orianna.
It's the Vi guy.
I mean,
I'm so happy. It's not going ADC, but I'm happy to see it.
Viger's alright here too.
I don't think it's great, but I think it works.
It's just like Viger's not gonna have a good time into Jinx Lulu. He's just gonna get outranged. Like, sure, he'll be able to lock up the Mumu Wukong, and we'll be okay into Ori. Irelia is just kind of like absolute savage. Like, you're not gonna have a good time into Jinx Lulu later, but you definitely can just like shit on lane, right?
I think so. With my advanced mid lane knowledge.
I'm pretty sure like Irelia just never loses the game. I've never seen Irelia lose.
I mean, that's 250 years of game experience right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the Viger. So we get to see 2 different players on Unity play Viger, so I think we're gonna have to take a poll at the end of the game, like who is the better Viger.
I mean, if VG Unity wins, then it's pretty obvious, you know. Well, I mean, then it's less obvious. But if VG Unity loses, then, you know, we just say, you know, ADC better Vigard. ADC Vigard is just so good right now. Like, especially playing weak side bot, you just leave that. You just let it go, and, like, it just does fine. Like, how are you gonna kill a Vigard? You just don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy how, like, consistently for the past few years, like, mages have just been better bot than ADCs half the time. Like, we even had that one Worlds where it was just Garen Yumi bot.
That was cancer. It was really just. Oh. You got Syndra ADC all the time. Remember, like, Whoopo? They were, like, swapping roles because they were sending, like, mage players to, like, ADC. That was gross. It was a bad season. That is Banner of Command season, which was just teams running, everyone on the team running Banner of Command.
You seem very obsessed with Banner Command.
Dude, I love Banner of Command. Dude, you got me on ZZ Rot. I'm so sad that's gone. I remember, dude, why would they get rid of ZZ Rot? They get rid of ZZ Rot. They get rid of, like, you know, PvE games. Like, what is Riot doing? Like, they're just killing, like, their market.
Well, they were solo nerfing Trick 2G. That was the problem. Like, you can't permaban him like Tyler 1. So they just had to remove the item.
That is true. You should be able to ban items in game. Hot take. That'd be pretty cool.
Honestly, I'd probably like that more than objective bounties.
I don't know what Riot was thinking.
Yeah,
I still don't know why we PvE emotes back. That was such fun. Like, they just don't care for us. Riot does not care for their player base.
Did you ever play Doombots?
I remember watching it, you know, when it came out like 7 years ago. I don't think I ever played it.
I think it'd be sick, like, if a series goes to a game 3 or a game 5, like, side selection is determined by how long, like, which team could last longer in level 100 Doombots.
Dude, you on the Riot team would make the game better, because that's a brilliant idea. That was a great idea.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all they got to do this game was like a Unity loss, so they chose side. Like, that sounds boring as hell for a game 3 hype, right? We have the bottom 2 teams in the standing right now going toe to toe to not be the bottom team in the standings. Like, where's the hype?
Yeah, we gotta get Doombots in there. Throw
Get-
them in.
Get the Doombots in there. Like,
Maybe play a Legend of Runeterra game too, like while you're playing Doombots, like multitasking.
I mean, we can sub in some pretty good. Oh my god.
What?
I'm watching client draft right now, and someone timed out on the
bruh.
draft and picked Tarek by accident. So we're gonna be a bit delayed, more delayed on getting into game than normal. Apologies, as I would like to clarify it was one in Rome that client broke, not Unity. So we don't flame Unity here. Unity is our bestest friendos.
That's right. I feel like we can find something to talk about for our 5 minutes.
Well, I'm
We're on the
gonna
train.
go fill up my drink again, so I'm gonna put it to break.
Alright, I'm gonna eat more salad.
Yeah, finish up your salad so we can get into game and have clear voices for hopefully this banger of a game 3. Everyone in chat, thank you for sticking around. We have kind of dropped in viewership a little bit, but that's okay. I know we're not too entertaining tonight. However, I'm having a good time. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Stick around. Game 3, VG Unity versus 1 in Rome. And welcome in everybody into game 3 of the night. I apologize for the delay on the Switch. One in Rome's ADC had some internet troubles, so we were waiting in lobby for a bit. But we are here in game after that small delay, 10:20 EST at night. Bit of a late game. I am joined once again by the legend himself, Hockey Hawk Hawkster, the Bard One Trick. What's going on? How's your salad?
Hey, dude, salad was great. You know, had tomatoes, had cucumbers. Not really much more you could ask for. Moving into the game, I got some points I want to talk on.
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Alright, let's start on the side of VG Unity. Vigar, I want to see him pop off. Like, I want to, like that, you know, the last performance from last game on the Yasuo, it was okay. It was alright. But I feel like Vigar has a lot of opportunities here, you know? I can't put it into coherent words, but I like it. I like the Vigar. I'm looking forward to seeing the Lilia too. This Amumu though. That's what I'm excited for. I want to see this Amumu pop off. I mean, like, I haven't seen Amumu in such a long time, so I'm kind of interested to see how he wants to play this game. He's going to be early ganker, look to farm up a little bit more towards 6. So, you know, that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to this game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Amumu could definitely, like, actually gank early pretty powerfully if a lane is, like, overextended from Unity. Like, those double bandage toss is so much CC you actually have to respect now. Like, before it was, like, you know, you dodge one bandage toss, it's like, whatever. But now it's, like, you can just actually, like, perma-CC you if you screw up. So, I think that'll be really interesting to watch. I mean, I feel like, One in Rome has a lot of winning lanes this game. Like, Wukong should be winning into Aatrox. Ori should have a fine time into Vigar. And, you know, bot lane is all skill. So, I'm definitely leaning towards One in Rome in this early game.
Yeah, I agree. This Vigar is getting chunked down mid by the Ori. That's rough.
And he started tier into Corrupting Potion as well. So, it's just going to be, like, a complete bully from Y Rebellion. And Marjorie's going to have to find, like, an early back and TP in.
Chirat is also very hungry for these Jinx Ws.
What's the name of Jinx W, Colorcaster? It's actually really
Zap.
easy. Oh, you're close.
Zap.
Yeah, it's just Zap.
Zap?
Yeah, it's literally
Really?
just Zap, yeah.
No way.
Listen,
That's pretty crazy.
I've been casting Gwen for a few days, and I didn't know what a Q name is, so I kept saying snip, 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 and the Q's name is actually just snip, snip.
Really?
Yeah.
You just added one extra snip.
I probably should have just said snip, snip, but like I played her, and I was like, what if I just look at her name, and it was literally just snip, snip, and I felt like the biggest genius in the world. Oh, dive coming in the top lane, level 3. My Bacchus is up here. Wild Terror gonna dash away. My Bacchus taking, gonna maybe die to that turret shot. Is gonna go down first split over to Wild Terror. Gets a try, gets a double kill over the top lane. A Wild Terror popping off, putting his team on the back as One in Rome decides to int the entire game away at 3 minutes in the game.
What were they thinking? I mean, I felt like that started off so well, and then they just completely inted it.
Yeah, I don't know about low to
just don't
retire
have
diving.
words.
Oh, double slow coming out from Zohair, though, with the bowling ball. Huge, but Ichirat doesn't have any follow-up. There's the flash. Double flash away from one in Rome. And huge! Depth Titans comes out from Ichirat, but Ichirat's actually going to be traded back by Zellerock, so 1-for-1 in the end. However, the kill on Arch is much more valuable than the kill on Zellerox, plus every sum burned. So I think VG Unity will take that in the end. A nice play coming out as Marjorie nearly solo killed there. Rebellion could have flashed in for the auto attack, but I didn't think he realized the damage he had.
Wow. I mean, honestly, what a great hook by Ichirat right there. Sacrificing his life, it's worth. Lulu gets the kill, it's worth. That's what he's saying in chat, guys. He's like, he's telling his team, he's like, yeah, guys, it was worth. It was worth. I hit that nasty hook. Like, don't forget that. So, you know, this top lane though. I mean, getting that double kill on a dive is just like that's like when that happens in solo queue. Like, you just start spamming FF in chat if you're the bot lane. So, you know, I'm guessing the whole team's pretty tilted on the side of one in Rome, but. You know, game's not over, of course, but that's a bad way to start off this game.
Yeah, you know, I was saying that Amu can make some early plays, and that's I wasn't really saying to do that, but I respect the hustle.
Play. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't an early play. It wasn't a good early play.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Terry. He already has the Iron Spike whip, and he has double buffs as well. So like, F369 had a winning lane, and now he's just kind of suffering in silence. Because you know Amu was never coming back top.
No, I guess he's not. I mean, I feel like that was the best lane from, I guess, mid too. But until Ori gets 6, I mean, there's not a lot of follow-up from the Orion except for, you know, 450 damage with Summonary on a combo.
Is that like a calculation?
Sure. Why not? We'll say yes.
Damn, that's a really high level color caster I got right here. That's exactly the damage calculations. Wild Terry is, damn. F369 is just eating these combos.
Oh.
It's a bit scary playing with fire.
I mean, what is he supposed to do, though? Like, he's probably tilted out of his mind with his Amumu diving top, and he has to back and TP in.
That's fine. I mean, Terry already used his TP. He'll catch most of the wave. I think he's chilling. He gets the early Executioner's Calling to prevent any healing coming out from Wild Terry, so... You know, he's not really terribly down in CS. I think he's already able to hold his own. Wukong does naturally counter Aatrox, so it's not like he's going to have a terrible time. Assuming he doesn't get hit by every single one of the Q. There you go. He's alright. He just lost half his HP after TPing immediately back, but we don't talk about it.
He's pissed. He's so mad.
Oh, Zohair gonna find Zellerox right here. Zellerox has no flash. Gets the shield ball, though, from White Rebellion, but going down pretty low. There comes the ultimate Marjorie. Just an absolute obliteration. As F369 is forced to flash up in the top lane from Wild Terry. So... that early pressure showing up pretty hard here. Ichirat in the mid lane now. White Rebellion doesn't have flash. Excuse me, he does have flash. Flashes away from the death sentence. Nicely placed by Ichirat.
I want to see the prediction hook. I wanted to see it so bad.
Wild Terry going aggressive on F369 here. F369 might have to pop the ulti. There comes the W from Terry. Going to be cloned away. So no kill threat there, but getting real low there. Terry almost has flash up as well. So 369 is actually going to maybe stay here. Side's better of it.
I mean, there's already a 2k gold lead at 7 minutes. Like, that's a lot of gold. That's a big difference. Also, that Lulu seemed a little bit lost mid right there when she was hovering in that bush. Like, she just got collapsed on, and she just seemed a little bit lost. Like, I don't know. Must be a gold elo thing.
Oh, wow. 369 actually stayed here. Terry's going to get the tower, or the plate rather. Does a little bit of damage. Doesn't get the knockup though, so he's going to tank some damage. Questioning what he wants to do. Waiting for cooldowns maybe. Gets the knockup now. Backs up again.
Oh.
Very slow play. Terry looking for the finish. Gets knocked up though. Gonna take tower shots. Does he just die to the tower? While Terry ends the shutdown. Back over to F369. The best player in the game. Beats the 2-0 raid boss. That's a top gap, baby.
What's going on? I think all the players are tired. I don't know what that was. That was just... he walked back in and ate the extra tower shot to die from it. That was just...
That's peak top lane gameplay.
I mean, I couldn't do anything better top lane. I would absolutely be doomed, so I can't really blame them.
Look at Y Rebellion though, caught out here in the cage. Zohair's is gonna look for the sleep, is gonna land it. Y Rebellion's running the wrong way, not towards his tower. Gonna eat a lot of damage. Last key's gonna come in from Margarine to guarantee the kill. And the Arch is 1v1ing I have OBC in the bot lane. Has White Blue. White Blue don't fight. Rocket's coming through. This battle's so close. Who's gonna win? It is Arch in the end. As we pan back to mid lane and a double kill coming out from Margarine on to Zelleroct. Absolute wipe from Unity across the board with the dragon to boot.
I love how the Riot client is like, one auto attack away from bot lane, just the most intense fight, and it just pans away last second, so you don't even get to see what happened. That's just Riot client for you right there. This game is a bloodbath.
Wait, Arch won that through heal as well. He doesn't have heal himself, so he just the gun difference.
Yeah. I mean, you know the saying, blue-white don't fight. Or red-white don't fight, too. Just white anything don't fight.
White anything don't fight. You heard it here first. So, was that 3.5k gold lead now at 9 minutes?
Yeah, I think you did the math right on that one, Chief. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, we'll have to see how Wild Terry is able to tower dive and maybe die again. Or if Margarine will be able to hold on to this. I mean, you have a 5-0 mid and ADC, man. Like, how do you lose?
That's a good question. Let's find out.
Let's find out. That's the spirit. It's game 3, so it kind of has to be a banger. It can't be a stomp. That's way too boring.
Right.
So, I mean, this Jinx is still pretty powerful. The Lulu, like, they scale well, decently, and the team fight for one room is actually, like, high-key disgusting. So we'll see if maybe they get a wombo.
This Mumu is an X factor. So there's a lot of opportunities for him just to absolutely pop off and win these fights.
He's feeling more like a Y factor, considering we haven't seen him on the map anywhere after the level 3 dive.
That's a good point. I don't even think it's panned to the Amumu. Like, I've not seen the Amumu at all.
He's just down on CS significantly to Lilia as well, because he just farms so much slower. 369 taking a fight up here with Wild Terry. The Wild Terry's going to pop the ultimate. He's going to have to flash away. Nice play from 369, kind of flexing the natural counter pick that the Wukong has. Ichirat's not going to land the death sentence.
I as a color caster, I think I have to say something here.
Yes,
I think
please.
it's my turn. The Thresh has hooks, and he's going to try to land him in the spot lane.
Yeah, I mean, it's red-white don't fight right now, so OBCD is kind of chilling.
So yeah, I was right. He went for a hook. Big brain.
Ooh, Terry with a nice knockup. They're going to actually maybe get the pullback at 369. Going to look to go forward on this Wukong. Wukong looking really low. Doesn't have flash. Gets the solo kill. Wild Terry with the outplay in the top lane. Such a battle of the Titans with Terry getting the better of it.
He let Wukong kill him so that next time he got the kill, he got more gold from it. It was big brain. Very smart play. So, I mean, props to Wild Terry for understanding that and making that calculated decision.
Yeah, I mean, super well played from Unity's top laner here. Really taking it to the field in this game 3. Not letting his team hold him back this time. As Unity was looking to maybe dive the bot lane, but a wise hover from my back is sore. Make sure that is not happening. But we are kind of seeing the impact of my back is sore being on, like, again, a non-proactive champion, really holding, making, like, his team is just, like, not necessarily playing the best in the early game, and that, I felt like he was such the X factor of last game that with him not on this impactful early game champion, it feels so much easier for Unity to just kind of just take control.
I honestly want to see them pick the Vi instead of the Amumu. I think whipping out the Vi would have been so much more of an X factor early that could have gotten this game ahead. So
I mean, that dive literally would have worked if it was Vi.
Yeah, that's a great, yeah. The game would have been exactly the same, I swear, and the dive would have worked because it's Vi. So I mean, you got to pick Vi there. 100% of the time.
Yeah, also like arcane buff.
Honestly, are we gonna get into arcane? You want to have an arcane conversation?
Sure, what's up with arcane?
Arcane, like Jinx, Caitlyn. Thoughts?
All right,
Thoughts?
hold on. Stop the thoughts. As my backstory is engaging on a Wild Terry here. Knockup is coming through after the double bandage. Shaw's Terry healing up as much as he can, but gets knocked up again. Gets a little bit more healing, and he's going to actually survive here as the rest of his team collapses. Just wasn't enough DPS from the side of When in Rome to take down Wild Terry. They're able to fight so much. As Arch is looking for the 1v2, he gets one, he nearly gets two. The huge Moonlight Vigil came out, but a shutdown going over to I have OBCD. A very, very close play from Unity across the map here as they take Rift Herald as well.
I mean, I was a little bit skeptical. I saw the Aphelios walking up, and I'm like, he doesn't know his Thresh's bot lane. He's definitely, but then he's like, nah. Well, let me 1v2 this real quick. And like, trades the 1-for-1. It was weird. It was a great blend.
Yeah, it's a bit of a limit test.
Yeah, he knew. He knew. He had a good feeling.
So tell me more about Arcane.
Arcane? Okay. Jinx? Yes. Caitlyn? Yes. Vi? Yeah. Yeah, we'll say yeah. Like, that's all you gotta say about it. Like, it's just a great show.
No Victor? No Jace?
Nah, none of those characters. Only Jinx, Caitlyn, and Vi. That's all that matters in Arcane.
Alright, folks, we'll take that as you will. You are allowed. Remember, I am temporarily removing the trademark, so you can clip that.
Why? What's weird about that? I'm just telling you. It's just all of Arcane.
Does Virtue Gaming ambition support Hawkster?
Yeah, that is me. That's a good point. I like that analysis. You could be the color caster with that kind of analysis, honestly.
I have color casted. I just, you know, the knowledge is just too high that I say stuff, and the play is just like, what are you talking about?
I think you should let me play the next team fight and see how bad I do.
Sure, man. You're more than welcome to go for it.
All right, watch this. Next fight. All right. Fire, looking for the cage mid lane. You know, what a great attempt. It was a miss. It's alright.
It's a zoning cage.
Zoning cage.
Oh, Sleep actually came out there. What? Oh, here you go.
Sleep by the Lilia. Fire coming in with the cage. We have switched over to top lane with Wild Terry. Amumu does engage back in mid lane. Good flash by Margarine. Does disengage that fight, but you know, little scuffle top with Wild Terry, and you know, nothing really came out of that mid lane from Margarine, but great flash. Yeah, that's enough for me for play-by-play.
See, your voice gets higher too. It's like a natural thing, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
First tower. Wow.
Try to talk so fast. Higher frequency means higher pitch.
Is that how that works? Oh, nice
yes.
death sentence coming out from Ichirat though onto OBCD into the root. Arch has that blue gun, doing so much damage. Holy moly, that is just an absolute obliteration on OBCD through all of the Lulu shielding. Aphelios is not balanced.
Aphelios is big now. This is a problem. Their bot lane, it was a skill matchup, but now the fact that you know, Unity is so far ahead, when in Rome should be scared.
Arch is a problem.
Arch is indeed a problem, as T1 would say.
And now, like, every tier 1 tower is basically going down. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, he lives. Pog. My back is sore. Again, proving that he's the best member of One in Rome.
That just seems like so confusing. It was like he like queued and then flashed and then Ard and then just ran away.
Yeah, that's the Amumu special.
Yeah, but what is Amumu gonna do now for the next like 2 minutes?
Keep farming like he has been doing for the past 16.
He used his entire kit. Now he's gotta farm for another like at least 2 minutes until
he's scaling, dude. Stop flaming him.
Kit gone. We wait another 2 minutes. Flash. Yes, we wait 5 minutes.
Well, objective bounties are on the board for One in Rome here. Down 8,000 gold. 7.5. We're being technically here.
I guess we're both right.
7.6 now with that cannon minion.
All right, big guy. Okay.
Yeah. I'm an engineer.
Yeah, you did the calculate. Us mechanical engineers, we don't do math. It's too much effort.
Yeah, but I mean, again, ward scores here, jungler versus jungler. 18 on the side of One is Rome versus 7 on Zohair. I mean, we're consistently seeing this gap, and it is a worrying trend.
I mean, maybe the guy just doesn't play sports. Oh.
This is a bad idea, boys. No, Zerlax gonna get hooked here. Ichirat really on point with these death sentences this game, I must say. But
great.
Zerlax flashing away. Yeah, honestly, like this Thresh is like kind of like S tier.
Yeah, I'm gonna need lessons from this guy.
Like the only hook like we didn't like is when he didn't predict the Orianna flash mid.
Dude, I wanted him to. Like, he's got to know that. He's got to predict. Like, he predicts, and I just start yelling. Like,
I'm pretty sure even if he did, the hook was out of range, but it would have been cool if he at least was in the right direction.
Yeah, if it was, like, right on top and a little bit short, then I would have blamed Riot Games, not him.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon up in a minute 30. VG already has the first 2. So, it's Ocean Soul, which isn't fantastic. But, like, even opening up Elder really early is just so good for VG at this point, because I feel like they really do just kind of outscale, like, Vigar, Lilia, Aphelios. Definitely outscales Amumu, Orianna, Jinx. They don't team fight necessarily as well, but they definitely are just stronger as champions.
But when you're up 7.5k gold, how well do you need to team fight?
I don't know. Didn't like GT throw like a 12k goldie last year or something?
That's pretty bad. I would not know about that, but you know, I'll pretend like I do.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Oh, I think we're playing this top side. Wild Terry really wants that blue buff.
I don't think he's gonna get it there. As Aegis flashing in on Eye of OBCD, he has full sums but decides not to use them, accepts his fate, as that Glacial Augment is so strong on these carries that we should really be taking against enchanters. And oh my, Marjorie hitting the stun on it too. Wow. Why Rebellion just instantly one-shot from this 4-0-1 Viagar. Really kind of unplayable for Orianna at this point, and Marjorie putting on a masterclass of how to play Veigar. Now, the question has to be said, who's better at Veigar at this point, Arch or Marjorie?
I don't know. I mean, you know, after that early game int from Arch on game 1, it's a little bit tough. I mean, that might have been more an itchy wrap, and you know, it's hard to say. But I don't know. Marjorie's had some really nice cages. Like, they've just been on point.
Oh, Death Sentence misses. But Marjorie gets the root. Ichirat's not playing for the Flay at all. Why? Just flay him over and it's a kill.
Got the lantern. It's fine.
Oh, Wild Terry's going to run to my back sword here.
That's right. Give Mumu another 5 minutes and he will scale by then. I swear. I promise you.
Mumu looking for it to be the living ward. Quite literally. No wonder his vision score is so high. Still doesn't have his first item at 20 minutes in the game. But remember, this was bannable in game 2 instead of the Hecarim.
Yeah, I mean, this is Mumu's a threat. I'm happy that we banned it.
Clearly, it's just the mental warfare. Third Dragon going over to Virtue Gaming with an 11,000 gold lead at 20 minutes.
So let me give you a quick recap. We had to do a Mumu pick. We're like, whoa, that's pretty crazy. We're excited. And then we saw Mumu go top at 3.5 minutes and die.
I'm pretty sure it was like 2.5 minutes.
All right. Thanks for the, you know, the update. Cool. All right, 2.5 minutes. Dies, right? It's like, wow, okay. And then we just haven't seen the rest of the game. We've seen him like run away twice, and that's it. He's 0-1-0. That is all he did. He died top lane.
He has his item now, though. He has to spike soon.
I mean, yeah, you give him like another 35 minutes and he'll be big. He'll be massive by that point. He'll probably be on 2 items by that point.
One Mumu item is definitely equivalent to 2 Lily items, so I'd say they're about even right now.
Yeah.
Zalarak's looking for the play on Arch here. Here goes my back his sword. He is power spiking. He hits the flash bandage rush. Where's the second one? There's the ultimate shutdown going on. Eye of OBCD. Hawk shivering in his boots right now as he was proven wrong. Here comes Wild Terry on the flank. Gonna absolutely destroy Zeralox. That name is so hard to pronounce, I swear. Zohair now getting flash on Eye of OBCD, looking for the play, but the Zanyas comes out in the flash away. It's now a rolling ball of death from the side of VG Unity. A triple kill over to a Wild Terry, 7-1 on this Aatrox.
I mean, you are right. If you do look at this team, my back sword does have the highest KDA on his team. So, I mean, it's not a jungle gap, I swear. Also, Arch, he kind of looked like he just wanted to 4v1 right there. Like, he was just like, no one of his team was around him. Like, it just looked like he wanted to 4v1. Did he almost pull it off? That's up for you to decide, but
yeah, Arch's definitely a bit of a limit tester here, as VG's really pushing the limits here. Marjorie literally taking 2 towers as he goes for the one shot on 369. Nearly gets it. Feeling himself quite a little bit. We'll do a quick check on his AP. He has the Rabadons completed.
Wait. Let me guess. It's going to be 710.
If the game is literally not letting me click on him, I'm clicking on him and it's not going. Hello? Hello?
It's a ginger gap.
All right, production.
You're not
production gap.
Hard enough.
We'll go back to direct to camera. We'll check in a little bit. I honestly don't even know what's wrong.
It's unfortunate, honestly, because he's at exactly 710 right now.
It's literally just Riot Spectator Client. But Zohair going aggressive on Eye of OBCD. Gonna get slept. Drops the traps on himself and Gale focuses forward right into Margarine. Don't know if that was super advisable. Still want to try to click on him to get the stats, but it's literally not giving it to us for some reason. Kind of upset. We're just going to have to assume it's very high.
Well, it's 710. Well, after that kill, it's now like, it's 719, so.
Dude.
That was a weird back animation. So,
This
like,
game
that
is
Tigers-
tilting me so much. Riot, please. Arch and Itchy right now, 2-manning Baron, up 13,000 gold at 23 minutes. I'm pretty sure they just run down mid and end, but they really, really want to have a good time here.
They want to make sure Junior and I don't
Oh
get
my
to
god,
see-
it's lost. Margarine built Void Staff on Vigar.
Ah!
Someone click. Can they FF please?
Yo, look at that Mumu though, trying to take that Gromp. That's pretty crazy.
Did he get it? Oh no, he didn't. Shit.
No, wasn't even close.
Oh my bad. No cursing on stream. Wild Terry going aggressive on F369. Really try harding this game as he's afraid his teammates will throw it for him once again. Arch is able to kill steal. Big wombo combo coming in, actually. Double shutdown on for one and rum. This is their fight. Their comp is actually so OP though. But Vigar's ending. Margarine's in the mid lane. He's ending. He's looking for the play. Can he find it? He gets one target. Yeah. He one shots. Why Rebellion under tower?
Ginger ran out of words in his vocabulary. We got. Oh.
Margarine has to flash over the wall. That was so funny.
Sounded
Oh
like
my
what's that? Hearthstone, you were a Murloc right there. You literally just transformed into a Hearthstone Murloc. Wow.
I have no idea. The camera just panned and Y Rebellion was dead.
I mean, that was a massive wombo combo. This is a Mumu's thing on a 4 KDA now.
That's literally like the possibility of this comp though, right? They're all squishy from the side of VG Unity. If they get caught out by like a 4-man shockwave, it's kind of doomed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, their whole team would have to get caught out, but
Listen, I've seen better teams do it.
that'd be bad. That would make me
I've
sad.
seen us do it.
Yeah, well, that's a top cap. The reason that we've lost every single game on Ambition, by the way, is because of top cap. Just for all the viewers who are curious,
You're not wrong.
we've never lost a game.
I
for
am
anything
gating the
but top
team
cap.
by being the Grandmaster exception.
Yeah, dude,
Wow,
honestly.
Terry actually getting jumped on here. Gonna go pretty low. Gets probably morphed in. White Rebellion's gonna take him down. So yeah, getting a little cocky here maybe from Virtua Gaming Unity. They do get
have
the Ocean
Soul
Soul.
now.
Maybe a 3-man
Oh.
sleep coming out from Zoe. A huge bowling ball. Itchy out on the flank. Gonna get the hook on to my back. Zero locks on my back towards the next target. E369 trying to get the knockup, trying to make something happen for his ADC. Gonna take down Margarine, 1,000 gold shutdown onto this Wukong actually. And a reset going to OBCD. It's actually 3 for 3 right now. Arch doesn't even know where to go. He's walking straight through. He's looking to end the game. OBCD is just going to recall in the bush, and Y Rebellion is here. He doesn't have Shockwave up, but it's coming up soon. Arch not looking for the play. Itchy Rat's going to solo kill. Why have OBCD? The heal doesn't even matter. And Arch takes down Y Rebellion in the mid lane, and that is going to be how the game ends. A little bit anticlimactic. Here comes Zebrox. He's going to win the game. Moonlight Vigil does literally 0 damage somehow. And now my back is right here. The guy, he misses the bandage also, but he gets 1. Can he get 2? They're up. Arch is up. Wukong's up in 3 seconds. He flashes forward, trying to get the CC. Arch gets stunned. He's looking for the kills, but here comes F369. The next challenger is here. It's white. It's blue, purple. You could do it. TB's coming through, and that's a shutdown. He actually did it. It's right now looking for the play. Arch is gonna press R, and he's gonna take the kill for himself. And now they're looking for more. They're looking to kill I have OBCD in base. Can they do it? The stun misses. Itchy Rat are gonna look for the hook or the flay. Margarine's begging. He misses though in the game. It ends on a nail biter. No one can knew what was gonna happen there as VG Unity picks up this series 2-1.
I got nothing else to say. That was great. That was great. You just like went off for the last minute and a half. That was beautiful. Great casting. You're gonna sleep well tonight.
Thank you.
VG Unity though, that looked great that game. That wasn't like their game 2 performance. The Amumu pick may have helped them out a little bit, but overall, Vigar mid, good. Aphelios ADC, good. Itchy Rat, good. 2v1 top, good. And, you know, Lilia, she kind of just existed that game. She looks good. So, good overall. 5 goods make a great. And a great is how VG performed this game against a team that I'm also forgetting. When in Rome.
When in Rome. When in Rome. Yeah, Virtua Gaming Unity moving up to 2-2 on the season, or this was week 4, right? Yeah, it's 2-2, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then When in Rome, unfortunately, dropping to 0-4. Not feels a little bad, man. But I think they put up a really good fight, and I feel like if they picked anything but a Mumu, they probably could have won Game 3 as well.
Yeah, if they picked Vi there. They dive top. It's doable. Game's winnable. A Mumu not winnable. Unfortunate.
Yeah, really good games over to both teams, I think.
Yeah.
And really, really awesome to see that Virtual Gaming Unity was able to pick up a win and get back on the winning side of the league. Top 6 in the group do make play-ins, so all they really need to do is avoid the bottom 2, and this win should push them out of the bottom 2, or at least tied for 6th and 5th. So they should be looking in good shape with 3 more weeks left to make a push for play-ins and compete for playoffs. Hawk, who would you say your MVP of the series is?
Ooh, that's tough. I mean, I think Arch played really well. Yeah, I'd personally say Arch. How about yourself?
Good question. I feel like in game 1, Arch really was a really great performer there too. And yeah, who did he play? He played Jinx in game 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Jinx looks pretty good.
I feel like game 2 wasn't even his fault. So yeah, I'll go with Arch too, because just the fact that he was able to hit like 11 CS a minute in game 1 when he was literally like 0-2 and losing his first tower is pretty nuts.
Shout out to Itchy Rat though, game 3. He popped off. Those thresh hooks looked good.
Itchy Rat felt really good when he had an ADC instead of Vigar, I'm not gonna lie. He wanted to make these early game plays, but his ADC was playing Vigar.
Yeah.
Itchy Rat has the right mentality. He just needs, better picks.
Yeah. It's his team's fault. ADC gap. That's why.
Yeah, for sure. But once again, congratulations to Virtue Gaming Unity. No interview tonight because I am exhausted and falling asleep. But Hawkster, thank you so much for joining me today on this cast. It was an absolute pleasure. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time. GG's to Unity and When in Rome. And make sure if you're still on the stream, still with us, still awake, follow Virtue Gaming Live on Twitter. Go follow us on Twitch as well. Join our Discord, hang out, do whatever you want. Our next stream will be on Friday at 8 p.m. Virtue Gaming Ambition. Me and Hawk will be there. We are playing against Ohio State University, and then we'll have another one on Sunday, most likely for Virtue Gaming Grit. So this has been number 2 Ginger and Hawkster with the cast. Thank you guys so much, and have a good night.
See ya.